before.
Yeah, I forgot that he's on there now. I completely forgot until I saw him like during the intros right there, kind of high-fiving people.
He just got extended for 2 seasons.
Did he seriously? What? What are they doing? There
Dude,
has to be. There's no way a better option will not emerge in the next 2 years than
think of
PJ
a
Tucker
guy
right now.
that doesn't encapsulate everything Tibbs stands for more than PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
Tibbs was like, wait a minute, this is like Taj Gibson reincarnated.
Pretty much, yeah. I guess it makes sense from that perspective. Dylan, I agree. We need an ass whooping tonight.
I was gonna say, Tony, are you up in the cam?
I gotta go get the belt from the other room. I think I brought that out for it was the Celtics game, and it almost backfired tremendously. That was a while ago. For LNBA, unfortunately, we have no VIPs to give away right now, but if you stick around, we will try to open one up for you. Yeah, we smoked New York the last time we played them. 142-106. It's crazy even looking back at that. We jumped on them right away. I hope we do something similar tonight. I don't need them to win by 36. That's, feels a little unrealistic. But let's just take it straight to them. Don't play down to your opponent. We are better than the New York Knicks now.
Didn't Brunson get hurt in that game? I thought he rolled his ankle.
I feel like he did too, but it's not the ankle injury that he has now, but I think he did get injured in that game. But it was we were already killing them. Yeah. All right, Cat with a and one to get the scoring. Get a VIP, guys, please. You're really building a strong case here. Let me see who's in the chat. If we have anybody who's usually a VIP that's not here, I'll try to hook you up. You know what? I don't see Sam Merrill in the chat right now. I gotta be real with you. But I trust that Sam Merrill will be here. So let me see who else is a VIP that's not here at the moment. Give me 1 second.
I'm gonna put money down that if the Cavs win this game, the social media account is gonna use for the win graphic, the Jared Allen graphic of him with his 2 cats, and it's just cat on each one.
Yeah, it's got to be something related to that at this point.
If not,
I think you're right about that.
Slacking. It's right there.
And they're usually on the ball, so I think you're probably right. They'll probably do something with that picture for sure.
If I'm thinking
for
of
LNBA,
the person who's getting paid to has to.
Yeah.
Right. I am not the content creator. All right?
Yeah. Well, first step is they got to get the win, right? So let's hope that they take care of business so we can get that beautiful meme. Yeah, we're already thinking about the post-game memes.
All right, so 36-point win. Now let's think about the graphic.
Hope Strus is good. He's moving weird. Let me focus in on Strus for a second. I haven't been super locked in. I was getting YouTube up, and then I was handing out the VIP. No problem. Thanks for being here for LNBA. We appreciate you. It's over. Dan says it's over.
I feel like just because of the Wemby profile picture, it's going to be like, thanks, guys, and then he just leaves.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about, but we'll see. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll give him trust. He's still here. He's watching the game, so he might be a Wemby fan who's interested in seeing the new defensive player of the year. Not Draymond Green, but Evan Mobley.
This is a Dyson Daniels stream. I know we're the Cavs, but, Great Bear, you're a thief. I mean, come on.
Yeah, the Dyson Daniels. I see people saying like it should be Dyson Daniels or Lou Dort. I'm like, can we please can we not get cute with this one? Can we just give it to the guy who's the best rim protector, as versatile as anybody else? Like, can we just be straightforward here and give it to the best defender in the league? I'd like Dyson Daniels is great. Lou Dort's great, but can we not get cute with this one, please? NBA. Pull up 3. I love it though. I love it.
Oh.
Here we go.
Off of that board, though. I was going to stick
another
again.
3. Oh, pump fake. Whoa. don't know what was going on there.
Whoa.
Lots of things were being tried to no success.
Wait, that was out on him? I thought I got tipped. Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea what happened there. Bro playing volleyball. Yeah, I was back and forth.
Summer Olympic Evan Mobley in his bag right now.
Oh,
all right. This
a
is
good
tough for
contest.
Max Strus bobblehead night. 2 threes given up with him in range.
Oh, is it bobblehead night?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's him doing like the shot against Dallas, right? It's a good idea for a bobblehead.
He was signing them before the game. Just a guy's guy.
Sweet. I didn't even see that.
You think Jackson was up there?
He had to be. Jackson's a big bobblehead collector. Yeah, we're getting cooked so far.
Hey-o.
There we go. We're so back like
man.
that. See, chat. The thing is now, we could end up getting cooked. So I'm not saying that it's impossible, but first 5 minutes of the game, it's way too early to tell which way this is going to go. You gotta let the game, the story of the game, the narrative shape itself a little bit. It's still too early. 15-7 doesn't feel good right now, but let's give them a little bit longer before we hit the PlayStation 5 button. There we go. Ooh. They're staying right in it. Now let's see which way this game ends up going. Some big threes there from Mitchell and Strus to keep it, within striking distance. You don't want to go down 20 like they did against Boston.
Oh.
Good defense.
Oh.
Whoa. That really,
honestly,
I
not
think
the worst pass.
That. Yeah, Strus could have caught that.
I mean, it wasn't at his chest, but
yeah. It's easy to blame Mitchell for throwing a behind the back pass out of bounds, but I think Strus really could have caught that.
I agree.
Yeah, Brad says you get to do that one time if I'm the coach.
Yeah, I bet Brad's a real tough coach.
Yeah.
You're the best insert player archetype I've ever seen.
Yeah. Whoa, all right, New York getting flashy with it. DeLon Wright.
Oh, my God.
Over the head pass. All right, timeout for the Cavs. Not the best start. Dan, it's not beyond over. It's not over. Not the best start. They've given up a couple threes here. But, 10-18, let's pump the brakes a little bit. And I know Dan's just joking around, but.
It's tough when, they don't miss from three,
Yeah, you gotta hope that they'll miss at some point or else you might be cooked. The defense hasn't been horrible. I mean, like the Anunoby 3, Max Strus is all over him. That last 3 is honestly just a really impressive driving kick from DeLon Wright, so I'll give credit where it's due. And then outside of that, like we gotta let the game speak for itself. Give it a little longer here. We'll start seeing which way this is gonna go.
Because I think he was on the end of 3 of those threes.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, and it seems like this is something that we've talked about a lot. It does seem like Kenny Atkinson has officially planted his flag firmly on Max Strus being the starting 3.
Yeah, I gave up on the DeAndre Hunter starting about 5 games ago. I don't think unless barring injury, that's really going to happen. And Jackson got a quote from Kenny that basically also kind of illustrated the same thing. He said, I haven't had the minutes to really kind of play with that. I don't think I'm going to.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like he's going to do it. And you know what? I mean, DeAndre Hunter's been very good, but I got to see the dude rebound, and I got to see him play a little more defense. So at least in fairness to Kenny, DeAndre Hunter hasn't he hasn't earned it, right? Like I'm not watching these games thinking like, man, they just can't keep DeAndre Hunter on the bench. I know it still makes more sense just because of the size and like what you need against Boston to start him. But I will say DeAndre Hunter hasn't come out and stolen the starting position like I think we probably hoped that he would. Like I assume by now it'd be like, well, this is the missing piece you got to have next to the core forward, but he hasn't really done that yet. I'm still enjoying the DeAndre Hunter experience, but he hasn't completely knocked doors down and stolen that position from Strus. And maybe that's what Kenny was waiting for. I don't know.
Yeah, if he was waiting for some sign that the stars were going to come together, I think he had them early on, and then it just felt like it was him sticking to continuity. Yeah. And then, I mean, Hunter's play, his shooting in general in that beginning stretch was also so untenable. He was shooting at a ridiculous efficiency from 3. So once those numbers kind of equalized, then we're just getting good bench play, but nothing where we're sitting here being like, oh my God. Outside of the intangibles is the what you would point to. And I still think that if we play Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals, it would still probably make sense to have Hunter start.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine that that's something that they'll pivot to if we end up playing Boston. So it is interesting that they didn't take advantage of the last, couple weeks of the season to try and get some more possessions there. I think I looked at it recently. Oh no, I didn't look at the numbers with the core four. I know he's only played like 90 possessions with Allen and Mobley, which isn't much at all. I don't know what his minutes with the core four in total are, but they're not that high.
No. He mostly runs out with like his minutes are best used with Jerome. Apparently, the two of them are inseparable.
Oh, don't want to turn it over like that. Yeah, those are the most damaging turnovers that they've done a couple times since March. Just top right by the half court line, basically top of the key, handing it right to the other team for a easy fast break. You come back down and score right away, but just too easy when you turn it over in the floor like that. Live floor action right there, just straight into a transition opportunity.
So discrepancy in points off turnovers too. Not ideal.
Yeah. Max Strus gets another three hit on him. That wasn't really his fault, but there's just a lot of threes getting rained on him. He was down there playing help, tried to rotate out, couldn't get there in time.
Then Jackson
New York's moving
takes
the ball around
and just throws it in the chat.
All right, shooting over the drop. Karl-Anthony Towns way down there.
You don't want to just have this game, though, be who hits more threes. And that's where it kind of feels like it is right now.
Yeah, we should have a bigger advantage over New York than just getting into a three-point shooting contest with them, especially without Brunson out there.
Oh, my God, Carl.
Yeah, Cat. Strus. Kind of a tough shot. Oh.
I feel like Strus's shot selection has been much more like green light mentality than in past seasons. I feel like he takes a lot of contested threes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's not afraid to shoot it. That last one right there was pretty contested.
Season. And it might just be that last season I'd have to look at his shot attempts. I feel like he definitely has had less attempts, so I feel like he's just more aggressive with it.
Okoro in the game. Nice pass out of the roll there.
Oh.
Ooh. All right, though, the confidence.
Than last time. Oh. No, let Precious shoot it.
Yeah. That's what they did last game when we destroyed them. We just let Precious Achiuwa try to create for them as often as possible. Here comes Okoro off the board here.
Got Jay.
All right, this is good defense from New York right now. Yeah. All right, great cross-court pass there from Merrill. Knock it down.
Ty Jerome?
What's up, old kid? Yeah, that was a great pass from Sam, honestly. Yeah, both teams are shooting well. Cavs are going to have to get some stops here. Like that's pretty decent defense, but it's also in rhythm shot for Bridges. That's his like comfort shot right there.
All right. Tony, how come you didn't write the a 2,000-word excerpt on how Okoro is one of the most efficient pick setters in the league?
I have it in the back pocket because I did see that tweet. He's like third or something in efficiency screening, however they measure that. He's been good on the short roll this year. They've done a good job using him as a screener. All
Some
right,
people
we'll
say
live with
he's
that.
not a basketball player. But,
Yeah,
know.
Jackson's been
Who
very,
can say-
very harsh on
I was
recently.
gonna leave it discreet, and maybe people would think it's Mike.
No, I've already outed him to the chat from. Oh, let's go Hunter. The last game I mentioned it because I was like Jackson's being very rude to Okoro right now, and I think he's playing just fine.
No, that loss to the Pistons was totally Isaac Okoro's fault.
It almost broke Jackson. It almost broke him.
When people think of that game 10 years from now, they'll be like, that was the game that Okoro just
was a turning point.
Cavs. The way he hit threes like in the following game.
Oh, let's go Okoro saving it. Oh, I don't know where Darius was throwing that, honestly, but Cavs ball, yeah.
I thought he was going to give it back to Okoro in the corner.
That's what I thought too. He tried to I think he was overthinking it. He tried to trick everybody.
The LeBron no look to Zizic type thing, except everyone knew it was going.
Yeah, nobody bit on the fake. Let me see if I can. I'm going to try to update the thumbnail real quick for YouTube, just so then it doesn't show that. It shows Donovan Mitchell and Jayson Tatum right now. It's been bothering me. I need to update it. Got to make a new one real quick.
It's that type of dedication that the fans keep coming back for.
Exactly.
Dude, they love musical lights.
They really do. Every single game they play this.
Hey, Jarrett.
What's up, Jarrett? Cavs off to not really like they're shooting the ball well, so it's weird to say a slow start, but the Knicks are just shooting better right now. Like both teams are shooting well.
Have more attempts because of the turnovers. That's what it really has come down to. The turnovers or the point discrepancy. It's not that the Cavs are getting outshot in terms of efficiency. It's just that the Knicks have ample more opportunities because the Cavs have turned it over like 5 times.
Yep. Okay, the new thumbnail has been hastily made on my phone. And then we're gonna download this bad boy and update the YouTube feed.
This bad, Larry.
I just smacked Karl-Anthony Towns onto there.
Oh my
and
God.
Look official.
Yeah,
the Knicks have hit some tough shots too.
What software do you use?
Canva.
Wow.
Very official. Oh, that was a photo finish here. Yeah. I honestly don't know who was first. Oh, they got to replay review it. Right. So first person to touch the floor.
Yeah.
It's got to be the guy on the right. Just barely.
Oh, get out of here, dude.
Cowards.
Make that kid cry on the main court.
What has happened to my beautiful game of musical chairs? What's the point of having musical lights if we're gonna, just give out participation trophies?
Why don't we all just put 4 lights out from the beginning?
Yeah. Yeah, just let everyone win as soon as they get up there. Okay, maybe I can't edit the thumbnail since it's already live. I may have gone through all that for nothing. It's not letting me change it.
This is tragic.
This is very tragic. Maybe I have to do it from my MacBook and not my phone.
To the MacBook that can't handle multiple things at once.
I know. I'm gonna airdrop the picture to my MacBook now. Let's see if this crashes everything.
I was gonna say. Why is Jackson talking about Andre Drummond?
Yeah, I don't know where Andre Drummond came from. Not everyone can make it look easy. Are we about to see Andre Drummond type of play?
Because I was going to say, I thought he's on the Sixers.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's still over there.
Is Precious about to take it into isolation?
Oh, dude. 6 threes in a row. Hey, the Cavs are providing enough offensive firepower to stay in it, but you got to get them to miss a shot. It's true, Demo. We do know who they are. We will not be fooled by this. I don't think this is not sustainable. They're not going to continue shooting like this.
Oh, with Precious in his bag like this?
Yeah, that was crazy. Okay.
All right.
That's not good for the agenda. That's
Yeah,
not good
what
for
the
my
hell?
Defensive Player of the Year agenda. That was impressive. Okay, let's see. I think I might be able to change the
Jackson
thumbnail
and
for my
Demo
computer.
are in a fantasy baseball league together?
They're committed.
I had no idea. I didn't know people in the chat wanted to hang out with Jackson in real life.
All right, the thumbnail has been updated. I can stream in peace now. Jarrett, I'll be honest with you. I don't have any thoughts on the Guardians' start to the season because I haven't watched any of it yet. The only thing I saw was the 2 minutes that we watched on stream on Sunday. Wow. But I hope they're doing good. I think they lost today, didn't they? Did they lose today? I saw people doom tweeting already, so I don't know. But hopefully, I'm rooting for them. I'm there. I'm there in spirit.
Tony's third YouTube channel is a Guardians only podcast.
Yeah, I'm so out of it on baseball stuff. I don't keep up enough to have a good opinion on it. The torpedo bats are insane. This has been really fascinating to me. How did we get 100 years into baseball, and this is just now happening? Like, people are just now realizing you can. I didn't know you were allowed to just change the bat like that. I thought there would be rules and regulations against
there are
that.
Rules. It's
there are
all about width. I listened to a podcast about it.
Yeah.
I was intrigued.
It's so interesting.
And it just pretty much like the league has to approve it before it's debuted, but they all have to follow like a certain parameter in like width and I say this word afraid of the chat, girth of the bat.
Yeah. So it's technically allowed.
It's within the same weight. Just
oh, you got the Wi-Fi symbol up. I couldn't hear you.
They took like the
I couldn't hear you.
This
always happens whenever you have like something to explain that the broadcast is just like, we're gonna cut out right now.
Yeah,
something about they took the width of something and they moved it from the top of the bat to the middle of the bat, basically.
Yeah,
right?
basically wherever the player is most likely to hit it.
Yeah. So it's still, I guess it's legal, but like it just seems so weird that we got this deep. Whoa. Oh, I didn't realize the quarter was ending. I was like, whoa, Merrill.
Sam's just like, let's
bold.
let it rip.
Yeah, Merrill's like, I'm letting this one fly. But yeah, that's so. How do you feel about it? I'm not like a baseball purist, so I don't really care that much. But I kind of feel like it either needs to be outlawed or every team has to be able to do it. Like, obviously, every team can do it. But like either every team needs to make that bat or it has to be outlawed is my take.
No, so I heard like a pretty good counter, which is if you make contact with the like far end of the bat now, instead of it kind of giving you like decent contact, it's going to be pretty bad because there's no weight behind it. So you're basically hitting a dead grounder. So you're kind of like there's a risk. It's like high risk, high reward type bat. You're basically going for an absolute blast or you're going for an absolute stinker of a hit.
That's kind of fun. I think that's kind of fun, right? Like if a big hitter comes out and he's got the torpedo bat, you're like, whoa, here we go. Like what's going to happen here?
The guy who did it was an MIT grad. Like he invented the bat when he was on the Marlins. Now he's an assistant coach for the Marlins.
Wow,
I do think they look
crazy. They do look kind of dumb. Yeah, they don't have the same aura as the normal bat. But hey, the thing goes farther. Got to do what you got to do.
No. It's definitely like, I think it's good for baseball that at a weekend we're actually talking about it. I feel like opening day comes by like every year and we're just like sick, and it stays on like our background of our TV if we're watching it.
Yeah, there's something new and exciting. I saw they had I don't remember what team is doing it, but they sell the like baseball bats full of beer. And this year they added a base to the bottom of it, like a stand, so then people don't have to hold it. And someone quote tweeted it saying like, we've had more innovations to baseball bats in the last week than in like 150 years of baseball. It's crazy.
Babe Ruth is rolling over in his grave right now.
They could have never imagined this much advancement in technology.
I thought we were closer to baseball being dead than to innovating, but that's just me.
We're entering a golden age of baseball.
Thanks, torpedo bats.
But yeah, anyways, back to the Cavs. Demo mentions the Knicks in that first quarter, they shot 70% from the field, 75% from the 3-point line, and we're only down 6. I know I hate saying like, the shooting's not going to be sustainable because throughout one game, a team could shoot a really good high percentage. They're not going to shoot 75%. So I don't want to pretend that it's just naturally going to come down, but it is going to come down at least somewhat. So the Cavs only trailing by 6 points right now, you're feeling okay. You got to get that number down quite a bit. It's going to come down naturally a little, but they got to work hard to get this down to an area where they can actually reclaim this game. Because right now, New York first quarter came out, did all you could ask from them, right? They're forcing turnovers. They're scoring in the paint 14-2, and they're hitting threes. You got to get some stops here. Establish yourself on defense because you're doing enough on offense right now. 28-point opening quarter. It's not the best quarter you've ever had, but it's solid enough. It's the defense right now that's letting them down.
Yeah, and with the threes, I mean, it's obvious, but I think the defense could have been a little tighter on those 3-point attempts. I feel like a bulk of them, the Cavs were kind of slouching in those possessions, dropped back a little more. Like Cat had a wide open pull up, and in the corner there were 2 easier looks. So, I mean, I think the reason they're also shooting at a high efficiency is because they're pretty casual contests. Yeah. So just get that a little tighter, and I think that the discrepancy is going to really kind of stand out between the first quarter and the following quarters.
Yeah, now that Isaac Okoro's on the floor, I expect those shooting percentages to plummet. Uh-oh. Don't. I knew it was going the wrong way because I saw Aura say OMG, and then I saw the ball go to Okoro's side of the floor, and I said, God, don't do this to me right now on stream. But you know what? Okoro right back. Get him back, Ice. Don't let him mess with you like that. Get it right back. Here we go. Now we're good.
The Knicks are playing Kolek. Oh my God.
Yeah. This is why the Cavs got to win this game.
Hey man, he was I think Villanova. No, he's not Villanova.
I can't help you here. I don't know college ball.
I just know he's like a 4-year type player.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember someone on Twitter was like arguing with me over him, and I'm like, I don't even watch this guy. I forget how it happened. I forget how I even got involved in that. But yeah, someone like it was literally
someone just goes out to you, be like, at Tony Pesta. No, see, Kolek's a beast.
I think it was something. I think Ben Pfeiffer tweeted something, and I replied to him, and then someone replied to me, and they were just like going. They were crazy. One of the rare times where I have to block somebody. Like didn't even mute him, but I had to block him because he sent me like. He replied to like 80 of my tweets. I was like, okay, I can't. I don't want it. I don't know Tyler Kolek like that, so I'm not even going to argue with you. I don't know why you're his strongest soldier. Hope Tyler Kolek does good in the NBA. If I could find the tweets, you would see how unhinged they were, but that was like a year ago.
Pre-draft.
Don't mess with Tyler Kolek's fans. Yeah, I think it was pre-draft. Yeah.
The Kolek hive.
Yeah, don't mess with him. Don't poke the beehive. All right, Cavs get a stop.
Donovan, no smiling until there's
what's the lead. Story behind the poll? I didn't even know there's a poll.
Yeah,
Oh, is that? Do you want LeBron's 10-point streak to end tonight because he disrespected Wendy? Is that what you're talking about, old kid? That's an older poll. So that was after LeBron had. I don't know if you saw it. I'm sure you saw it somewhere. The comments where he went on what's the name of that show?
McAfee.
Yeah, McAfee's show, and he said like Wendy. That guy acts like he's my best friend or whatever. It's weird. After he said that, the Lakers were playing the Pacers, and LeBron's streak of 10 points or more in a game was on the line. So Jackson posted that poll asking if the streak should end in honor of defending Wendy. It did not end that night because, LeBron ended up hitting the game winner, and he had like 13 points. So
suck it, Wendy.
We stand in solidarity with Wendy, with Brian.
I'm no longer Team Bron in any circumstance after he tarnished our GOAT.
Man, look at the points in the paint. 18-2. That can't happen if you're the Cavs. You can't let that happen with both bigs. I know it's only Mobley on the floor right now, but the defense has to be better right now.
We are letting Precious Achiuwa be too comfortable. He shouldn't even want to dribble. Oh my God.
He looks real comfortable right now.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
There we go. Bring him back to reality.
It was all a ploy. I see you, Kenny. Let him get comfortable to
rebound.
Take some pull-up turn away jumpers.
Oh, another turnover. Shamit.
Oh my God. Dude.
No way.
Shamit.
Oh my God.
What the hell?
Is Shamit playing like this recently? I haven't seen him hit a 3 in like years, I feel like. Shooting like he's Klay Thompson. Good Lord,
God, dude.
Dr. Manhattan, I don't know what the Cavs are doing. Yeah, can we play Huck Porty again? That was a lot more fun.
Yeah, Huck Porty was cool.
I liked when he was out there for the Knicks. I don't like this as much.
I don't like feeling it, Precious Achiuwa and Landry Shamit.
Look, I'm staying faithful. I think the Cavs are going to get back on track here, but right now they're messing around. They're lollygagging right now.
And then Mitchell Robinson was playing in this game. Oh my God.
Yeah, at least we're not getting punked by him.
That one girl did it right the first time. She just kept stuffing everything in her pants.
That's how it's done. This guy, I think, lost everything he grabbed. Oh, now he's got a couple. Oh, he's got a little
kangaroo pouch in it.
Yeah. You don't see Boston or OKC messing around, Tony. Well, Boston's got less wins than us, so they're messing around somewhere. OKC is just destroying teams, so I'll give you credit there. But if Boston's not messing around, how come they're down there in the standings? I can't even see them from up here at the top. So they
Tony, no.
But no, look, yeah, Boston's been they've been red hot recently.
They have
they're
one
on a 7-game
loss
win streak
in like a month.
Yeah, they've been killing it. So all it takes exposed. Stop, chat. You're supposed to be on my side, Dan. Come on. Yeah, no, listen, I think they're gonna come back and win this game. I think they're fine. This is not an ideal start, but I think they're gonna the Knicks are playing way above what their talent level is to start this game. Landry Shamit and Achiuwa are not going to do this for 48 minutes. If they do, then I'll tip my hat to them and say, damn, that was bad. We should not have lost the game to Achiuwa and Shamit and whoever, like Tyler Kolek. Like if that happens, I'll say, all right, Cavs, you blew that one. That was bad. I think they're going to get back on track. It's early in the game. They're shooting red hot. Let's see what happens when those shots aren't falling, because at some point they're going to go through a cold spell. At some point in this game, they're not going to keep shooting 70%. So let's see what happens there. And if the Cavs can regain momentum, and if we get a Cavalanche, and if they end up losing, we'll get negative and we'll talk then. But until then, I think the Cavs are fine. We got Javonte Green checking in. What's not to like? Like Javonte Green, he's the new Lamar Stevens. He's going to come out here and hopefully, knock on wood, change the momentum of this game.
Is that what we're calling Javonte Green?
No,
now?
we haven't gotten that bad. But Javonte Green is apparently about to be on the floor, according to Cavs LQ.
I do not love, and it's a trend, the Javonte Green, Isaac Okoro minutes. I get the defensive benefit, But the worst case scenario offensively is you have two players that the opposing defense can just be like, all right, sick.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer just to stick to the plan at this point, right? Like I think the defense naturally should be able to step it up. Like if you can't trust your guys to step up on defense, then things are bad, which I'm not in that boat yet. I still think this Cavs team is capable of being an elite defense. I think they've shown it even during this recent stretch where it's been a bit lopsided. They've had moments. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if they come out a little more focused. We're only down 13, guys.
Oh,
Mobley, good pass. Good call, Okoro. Nice. Good stuff right there.
Hell yeah, dude.
Everything goes through Okoro, Dylan. The only way through is through Okoro.
Lisan El Okoro.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude. They're shooting the lights out right now. That is not a horrible contest.
Mobley, stick it.
Can we get one?
Oh.
All right. Way to fight, Sam. Keep the play alive. Whoa.
We're getting way too cute with these passes.
Exactly. Oh, Okoro.
What a beast.
Let's go. Darius and Donovan have been a little too lackadaisical. All right. Donovan had the behind the back that went out of bounds, and we didn't give him too much slack for it because it wasn't a horrible pass. But between that last turnover and the Darius turnover, they're playing around a little bit. Thank the Lord that Okoro came to play, right? Where would we be without the 5 points that he's added here?
It's much more than that, Tony. The box score doesn't encapsulate this performance.
Oh, God. See, I don't like Okoro dropping down to help on Mitchell there, though. You got to just stay home. The Knicks are hitting everything. We don't.
Oh! Go, Carl!
Let's go, Mobley. See, look, as long as Karl Anthony Towns is out there, we're going to generate good looks. So the question is, can we just stop them from scoring?
Karl Anthony Towns is the perfect counter to someone saying like, oh, you got to put on muscle so you don't get bullied around. The weight discrepancy between Cat and Mobley has to at least be 20 pounds, and Mobley just ran into him.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
get it. Cavs ball?
No. It's off on Anunoby. Hell yeah.
Yay, let's go.
Let's ride.
We're on the comeback trail now.
I just want to show people who tell Mobley to put on weight this clip. Be like, I don't know if the weight is what changes it.
No, he's gotten to the point where I genuinely feel like he's a strong NBA player. He's still, he could get pushed around by the biggest guys, but I feel like he's officially average to at least like maybe even above average in terms of using his strength at that position. He's nowhere near the biggest guys, but it's not like a glaring weakness, at least. I'll say that much.
No, and I feel like when Mobley loses those battles, it's more about like the center of gravity of the players he's going against. I mean, Mobley can't get like massive thighs by going to the gym.
It's too damn
He's
lanky.
A long dude.
Yeah. Another green three. See, this is where I don't know, Kenny. I don't know if we should have gone to the Javonte Green here. I guess, no Dean Wade tonight, so there's a necessity, but it's a bit tough. And you know what? To be fair, they're playing minutes. Yeah, I was gonna say they're playing Kolek. They're playing other the Knicks are getting deep into the reserves too here out of necessity, so I can't really complain much. Javonte Green's a better option than what the Knicks have right now.
Kolek is thinking he's out there like Steph Curry. He's just hooking him up right now.
Craig Porter out there.
Oh. Did I even hit the rim?
I couldn't tell. No one got back to get Hart there. Not a good start for DG.
Old kid. It's true. That compilation is hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you got to hear it at least once a game.
It's like the Carmelo, get that weak shit out of here.
Yeah. Whoa, charge. Come on. A block. Well.
All right.
I have no opinion.
His feet weren't even set.
Yeah.
Brad, get out of here, dude.
All right, let's get a stop. Come on, Cavs. Show me something here on defense, DG. Show me some life. There you go. Made him give up the ball. Are they in a zone? They're in a zone.
Looks like it. Oh,
That's a charge. There we go.
Oh my god.
It's gonna say, man, we can't be on the wrong end of that twice. I was Doors hating on the Cavs on the ESPN broadcast.
I don't even want to know what Doris has to say anymore.
Yeah. Ever since she came at a quarrel like that, I couldn't.
That's true. She said LeBron's coming out.
He took a wide open three. She was like, "Oh my god, what is he thinking?"
Then she looks at his 3-point percentage. A 38% 3-point shooter.
Hey, they missed. Oh, and they got the rebound though.
At least they have RJ now to balance her out.
Yeah. Give us
for
some
the
Cavs love.
Cavs love. Yep. And then there's just Breen. Bang!
Whoa. That was a sick move from OG. Got to give him credit. That was sick.
All right, Craig. Get in the kitchen.
Yeah. He's cooking.
Oh!
Oh!
Okay.
Oh, dude, I don't want to see Javonte Green take another layup. I'm tired of this.
I know.
He has missed so many layups at the rim this year.
I want to know
his
his
time in
cleaning the
Cleveland.
glass for.
I think you
like,
got to get him off the
efficiency at
floor right
rim.
now. This isn't a Javonte Green game. We tried it, didn't work. Let's get him off the floor. I don't hate him. I think he's a helpful 10th man sometimes, but I think it's time to get him off the floor right now. He's not doing good.
Why do I not believe Jackson? Okay, you can't play zone, but then let your guy slip into the back corner.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, it's some questionable decisions here. There we go. All right. Keep the offense flowing at least. Keep yourself in the game, but God, man, this defense.
Oh,
all right,
no.
yeah, see, it's like, all right. Come on, man. You finally got to miss. But the fact that they even let Anunoby get so much daylight right there, the dude's hit his last 5 shots. Of course, that one goes straight to right for a putback. Just unfortunate.
I didn't see the vision. I'm glad Anunoby did.
Yeah. DG stuck in the corner, turns it over.
Oh, good. And we have DeLon Wright open.
No one gets back, thankfully. Anunoby should have just shot another 3 instead of trying to lob it. It would have been a better pass if he just shot it.
Can we put Kolek back in?
Yeah, seriously. Come on.
That was fun. Can Huck Porty limp out there too?
Can we get an update on the Huck Porty timeline and see if he's good to go? Can he be cleared for contact?
Can you get a confidence run?
Yeah.
Just let him just spread his wings.
Give him a possession or two just to see.
On the defensive end, though.
Yeah. I agree, Cleveland Cavaliers. The Knicks are going to lose this game. You guys wait and see. Hunter. It's good look.
Oh, all right.
Good follow-up by Allen. And another follow-up. There we go.
CC. I feel like Jackson's in a different chat.
All right, I think they're out of the zone now. This is a good possession so far. That's
Travel.
a foul, yep. I was going to say he's hooking Jarrett Allen. Oh, DG. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Just hit Jarrett Allen in the head with the ball.
He has a lot of protection. He's fine.
Friendly fire, yeah. Yeah, it just got stuck in his afro. He didn't even realize it was there. Yeah, I mean, very clearly hooking him. Allen's looking at the ref the whole time. How many fouls is that on Cat? Did anybody catch it?
4.
4 fouls?
Let me check.
Ooh, Hunter out the baseline. Oh.
Of course, it takes me to the Google stats, which I don't care about.
Evergreen comment.
That is okay. Well, now they took him off the floor.
Dean Wade helps with
That is his Third
foul.
And Anunoby and Towns both have 3.
Wow. All right, yeah, at least we got two of their key players in foul trouble.
All right, well,
listen, the Knicks are
somehow
playing
still a plus.
The Knicks are playing great right now, and they haven't been able to create that much separation. So that's why I still feel fairly okay about this game at the moment.
I mean, the
I think
Cavs
the tides are
are
going to turn.
38.9% from 3, and the Knicks are still shooting 55% from 3.
Mm.
And now the Cavs have more attempts than the Knicks. So
yeah. Dan, I would say the Cavs are. I would say the Cavs on offense are playing like a B- game. Defense, they're playing like a D+. And I would say the Knicks are playing like an A+ offensive game, and like I don't know, like a C defensive. I don't think they're doing anything on defense really that's taking the Cavs out of anything. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Cavs LQ. I'm not sure what this is for. What I don't know what's going on in Rocket Arena.
Why is it to Adele?
Yeah, I don't know what this is supposed to represent. Maybe this is some sort of ritual to get the Cavs back into the basketball god's favor. I don't know.
Do you think these are the normal Sir CC?
Yeah.
And Moondog?
I've never seen them with this much chemistry.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's a little ballerina leap, whatever those are called. We need this to go in the Cavs' favor. This might change the tides, guys. Oh, they've broken up. That was an emotional, interpretive dance performance.
I'm confused on what the point of this was.
Still waiting for the context, guys.
Oh.
Every day becomes more clear the Cavs need Dylan Windler. I agree. So there was no context for that performance. They just did that. They said someone canceled whoever they had scheduled for that timeout segment canceled. They said, "All right, we gotta come up with something, guys. Let's look through the wardrobe." And that's what they picked out. They just said,
"So like we have an exercise ball and 2 tutus. Get out there,
throw something together, put on some Adele. We'll make it work." That was
Remember
wild.
That album from like 2013?
Yeah, geez, that was a throwback. Yeah, we're going to be the number 1 seed, guys. He just said what? It's like a combination of just 4 Cavs wins or 4 Celtics losses. Like we're going to be the 1 seed. It's not an old takes exposed. You guys can put in the newspaper. We're going to finish with the 1 seed in the East.
God, 5-5 over the last 10 though doesn't look great.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel great. 2013.
Yeah, no problem, kid.
It's crazy.
It's my fault that time is passing.
Yeah, Corey, you're supposed to slow down the hands of time.
I wish I could.
Yeah, Demo. People have been very anxious about losing the 1 seed. It's not going to happen. Tony Pesta is giving you guys all the comfort you need.
Thank God.
All right, Bridges. See, Hunter, good defense, and I don't know what happened on the backside there, but they get a break.
Seems like weak side defense is not really our strong suit.
Yeah, a little bit of overhelping there, I think.
Oh, okay, Ev.
Mobley.
All right.
Oh, all right, Allen, though. See, and this is why like the points in the paint disparity should not have been like 14-2 or whatever it was. You got 2 bigs. So I think we're starting to see it normalize right there. Allen's had a couple putbacks. I think he got fouled on one of them. Mobley got fouled on one of them, but there's 2 points right there. Here we go. Stop. Pushing forward. DeAndre Hunter is not passing this. He's not passing this one.
Oh.
I told you. I hate it, though. That's the thing. This man does not pass, but he's shooting the ball well, so it's been okay. But there's been so many plays just like that where I'm like, all right, reset the offense, swing it, do something. He's like, nope, I got it. And you know what? He's been scoring like every time. So it's like the Karis LeVert experience, except he's actually efficient.
Hey, Karis passed.
That was it. Yeah, that was
right.
hard. Karis sometimes would go tunnel vision. Oh God, dude, I need Mobley to destroy someone at the rim for the agenda.
What did Draymond do against the Knicks last time?
Yeah, let's study the tape.
Well, I was going to say, I hope you enjoyed that ball possession because that's never going to be.
Yeah.
It's like he took all the pent-up aggression of being on the Hawks and watching Trae Young have the ball 24/7 to be like, if I have a chance to be on a different team, it's going to be my show.
Yeah, I'm never going to pass the ball again. Oh, Cavs. All right.
Oh, did he just deck Doris Burke? That's for Okoro.
Yeah, that one's for Ice.
She'll be like, who's Ice?
Well, I will say one thing, at least the Cavs right now look like they're playing with some energy again. Like Mitchell just dove into the scorer's table. Garland was out. I mean, Garland gambling for a steal isn't necessarily good, but at least they're playing with some energy.
Dude.
All right, it's a good contest on a Josh Hart 3.
Oh,
wow, that thing. He almost gave Jerry West a concussion. Gave the logo a concussion right there.
Too soon, man.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite Jalen Rose sayings. I forgot when I said it. Yeah, R.I.P. Jerry.
Yeah,
West.
Devo, get him.
I forgot that he is no longer with us, but that's a classic Jalen Rose saying that's always stuck with me. Oh, let's go.
Right.
Donovan Mitchell.
It's always
Shamet.
insane how that move works, like at least once a game.
Yeah, it's a go-to now. Down 7, guys. Here we go. Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Don't let up.
The Jalen Rose.
If we can go into halftime down 5.
That's always stuck with me. It's just the give the people what they want.
Yeah, I mean that's a classic. Him and Jacoby, him and the Bill Simmons previews. Here we go. All right, give me one more bucket. We're gonna get a Mobley 3.
Oh no,
Mitchell desperation. He got fouled. Let's go. They called it, right?
No.
Hey, that ref didn't call it? I thought that ref called it. I thought the ref on the sideline called it. What the hell?
I think that's shot attempt and then field goal make.
Yeah. I thought he whistled. All right, well.
I thought you were joking at first.
I thought he really called it. I want to see a replay of that, man. Tony's delusional now. I was trying to manifest it, guys. Yeah. All right. Down 7. Cavs OQ. The diff is 7. Not the worst in the world, though, considering you didn't really play all that good. And I think New York, I think all their good luck shooting is out the way now. It feels like the last 6 minutes of that quarter came back to reality.
You don't think OG Anunoby has another 19 points on 7 for 10 shooting in the second half?
I mean, I won't count him out, but I think it's going to be less efficient in the second half at the least.
If I told you before the game started, hey, Tony, the Cavs are going to hold Karl-Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges to 11 points, how would you feel about that?
I would say they're doing their job. I just wouldn't have expected Anunoby and whoever else, Shamet, to hit a 3. I think he only hit 1 3, but it stood out.
Anunoby is 5 for 6 from 3, and Josh Hart has 12 points. But it feels like he also was lights out from 3 outside of him concussing the deceased Jerry West.
Yeah.
He's 2 for 6. They're getting pretty good bunch production out of everyone that is not Tyler Kolek.
Yeah. Poor Tyler Kolek.
I can't believe PJ Tucker hasn't entered the ring yet.
Hopefully it doesn't get that bad. I mean, I guess it could be a good thing if we make them wave the white flag, but it could be the opposite too, where they're crushing us so bad. PJ Tucker's out there.
I'm going to tell you the discrepancy between a bench player that knows his role and a bench player that doesn't. So Craig Porter Jr. and Javonte Green have the same amount of points, 0. Now, what's the difference between those? Craig knows when to shoot and when not to. Hence, he's 0 for 0. That's called a man who has morals. Javonte Green is out there fighting for his life and going 0 for 3 and 0 for 2 from 3 for 0 points.
Man,
but don't worry, he had 1 steal.
He was letting it fly out there. He really was. It was not a good burst of minutes for Green. I didn't enjoy those minutes. I get that no Dean Wade, so you got to turn to somebody, but I feel like just let DeAndre Hunter play 30 minutes tonight. Like he'll be fine. I think these guys can play. I really appreciate that Kenny has left the minutes or has kept the minutes down all year, but I do think to a degree you got to play your best players a little bit more, especially in games like this. So we're getting ready for the playoffs too. So I know you want to be fresh, you want to be healthy, but I wouldn't be mad if you just played a lot of DeAndre Hunter here, and he hasn't been exactly all that great either. They need to be. What's the rebounding disparity? Do you have it?
The rebounding disparity is 21-18.
Okay, so it's not bad, but they need to get more physical. They need to force some stops. That's one thing. I know rebounds, a lot of times we'll just look at the raw disparity, but when you consider the fact that like New York is just not missing, like it's hard to get rebounds. So let's get some misses. Let's get some opportunities to rebound the ball.
I mean, the Cavs are getting more offensive rebounds than the Knicks. They're out rebounding them on the offensive end 7-5. It's a 16-11 differential on the defensive end though.
Yeah, got to get some stops. I mean, you can't rebound the ball if they don't miss it. So hopefully we'll start to get some stops. And I think down the stretch of the second quarter we saw that they did. They finally started missing some threes. Dylan says, "I want Tomlin. Is he even available?" They haven't. Let me check the injury report.
I think
they've been listing at all of them. Oh, is he available tonight? That would be really cool to see him. I don't know if Kenny will go that deep.
I think
I'll double check right now.
Player that was listed as out when I wrote the preview was Luke Travers.
Yeah, I saw that
with Ty Jerome, but
yeah. Oh, Luke Travers is available now. He was out though.
This is the worst injury report of all time. I'm telling you, man.
Available now, so all of them are available. I don't think Kenny will turn to Tomlin. It doesn't seem like the type of thing Kenny would do, but I'd be down for it. Let's see it.
I don't want to get too excited, but the Celtics are losing to the Heat by 12.
Let's go. The Celtics are messing around.
Middle of the second, so take that for what you will.
Early.
Yeah, all right. You didn't. I didn't get a chance to lay out the time. All right.
Yeah, that'd be sweet if they lost, though. I think the Cavs are going to win this current game right now. I feel very good about it still. I won't say very good, but I feel moderately good.
I won't say moderately good. I feel okay. It's just going to keep going downhill. So, Tony, can I get a sneak preview of your Timothy Chalamet ranking and just know what the worst one outside of Wonka is?
The worst one? Okay, so what's the name of it again? I think it's called Hot Summer Nights. Let me verify. Have you even heard of this movie?
No, I have not.
That I was the same way. I never heard of it. Yeah, it's called.
Is it like a Sundance Film Festival movie or something?
I don't know. It's on Prime Video. It's him and Micah Monroe's in it. If you know her, she's in like It Follows and Long Legs. She's in Long Legs.
Oh,
hold on. And it's supposed to be like a coming of age, like teen story. This movie sucks. This is an awful movie. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Genuinely, I wanted to like it because I like both of the actors, obviously. But dude, it's so. Maybe I watched it when I had the flu earlier in December, so before I even was going to do this ranking. Maybe I didn't enjoy it because I was sick, but I thought this movie was awful. The vibes are so weird. It's like none of the characters have any sort of chemistry with each other. It all just feels like, what are we doing here? Like none of the comedy is working. None of the characters seem like they're in the same movie. The dialogue is so awkward. I don't understand why any of these people are hanging out with each other because none of them seem to like each other. It's just really weird.
I did see the new Hunger Games nomination. I just read that book.
Let's go.
Very good.
Yeah. I've been meaning to. I've read the original 3. Didn't read the Songbirds and Snakes, but I saw that movie. So I'm looking forward to reading that. I've seen all the Spider-Man news. Now I'm hyped for this stuff. We got to wait 2 years, but I'm hyped for Beyond the Spider-Verse. I can't wait.
Are you Beyond the Spider? I was gonna say I feel like Tom Holland would
Yeah.
perfectly fit into your
I
actors
do like Tom
that you
Holland.
like.
No, I do. I think Tom Holland's probably the best Spider-Man. If you say Toby, I can concede to that. But
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield, I like him, but I don't love his Spider-Man movies. His time in No Way Home definitely brought him up for me. I think he was very good in that movie. But yeah, I love some Andrew Garfield, but he's not the best Spider-Man to me. His movies are, the second one especially is a bit rough.
Emma Stone, though, isn't it? And you
Yeah.
can never go wrong with some Emma Stone.
It's true. Yeah, great Gwen Stacy. Great Gwen Stacy.
Who is Chalamet in Lady Bird?
Oh, he plays. So that movie's in the rankings too, but this is where it gets interesting, okay? Because the ranking is going to be Timothée Chalamet movies, not just movies with Timothée Chalamet. So Lady Bird is going to have to be a little bit lower, even though it's really good. Timothée Chalamet is barely in the movie, and he's okay in it. He's the character who she dates for like a couple weeks or something, and he's a complete loser. Like, he's just a weirdo, and it's just bad. So his character is just a little dork, and he's not bad in the movie, but he doesn't really change the movie at all. So that movie, even though I actually really loved it, I'm gonna have it ranked a little lower. But yeah, Hot Summer Nights is the movie that I was talking about earlier, Cavs.
Yeah, I see it now.
That's like a 2017 movie. Honestly, it sucks. There's much better coming of age movies. If you've seen that movie and you like it, all due respect, didn't work for me. That's the worst Timothée Chalamet movie that I've seen so far. Willy Wonka could take that spot when I see it, but I don't know. Maybe Willy Wonka will be somewhat fun. Who knows?
Hot Summer Nights, 46 on Rotten Tomatoes. Honestly, not that bad for Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Call Me by Your Name.
Call Me by Your Name's a great movie. That's high up on. Have you seen that?
No.
Very, very summery. It's based on a book. The vibes of that movie are great. It's like summer in Italy. Timothée Chalamet's great in it. Armie Hammer is in it, which I know he's kind of been exposed for a lot of really weird stuff since then, but he's good in the movie. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, that's a very good movie. That's up near the top of the list. I'll be real with you. Dune Part 2 is number 1. Everyone knows Dune Part 2 is going to be number 1.
God.
Number 2 is Dune Part 1, but that's okay. And then number 3, I think I'm putting
Wonka.
Little Women number 3. Little Women's amazing. Have you seen Little Women?
No, I have not. It's my wife's favorite movie.
Oh, I just posted a clip from it today for the Draymond Green stuff.
Oh, I saw that. That was funny.
That's from Little Women. So I watched that movie like a week or two ago. That's a great movie. And Timothée Chalamet is just a side character in it, but he's really good in it.
The King. Wow. I'm just going through his IMDb.
Seen that. Yeah.
That
I haven't seen that. I've heard it's actually decent.
Yeah, on Letterboxd, it's not, I guess.
Oh.
Letterboxd is full of a lot of critics.
Celtics down big to the Heat here. I'll try to put this on so there's some basketball in the background for our hourly Timothée Chalamet discussion.
Of course, obviously. I'm trying to think. I'm watching through the Hunger Games right now just because I was reading the book. So me and my wife are kind of going through the series. I don't know if I'm going to watch the prequel, A Songbirds and Snakes, yet, but because I've heard it's not good. And honestly,
I thought it was okay.
If you go back now and watch the Hunger Games movies, like, you see the cheesiness that's in it. And I feel like the books are probably more, the books have a darker tone to it than the movies do.
Yeah. The movies have that, like, what's the good way to describe it? There's like a cheesiness, like almost like a childish cheesiness to it.
It has like a Twilight feel to it.
Yeah,
almost, where it's like it's trying to be like have
young
a tone
adult
to it.
It feels like young adult fantasy almost. It's
like going for like a emo vibe almost.
Yeah.
Where, like when you're watching Twilight and it just has that weird glare throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
It feels like The Hunger Games is doing something similar, where it's like the lighting is supposed to make you be like, oh, this movie's dark, it's edgy, this is sick.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, wait, PETA sucks. Actually, like,
he does kind of suck.
Katniss is just like, yeah, I don't love you. And he's like, no, but I still love you.
I don't care.
I'll do whatever I can for you, Katniss.
Man, the love triangle in Hunger Games is not as good. I mean, the Twilight love triangle sucks too, but I think that one's legit. I think that one's more valid than because I mean, Team Edward versus Team Jacob's more compelling to me than Team PETA or what's the other guy? Gale.
Taylor
I think
Lautner?
Gale's the other one. No, from Hunger Games. It's Team PETA.
It's PETA and Gale. Yeah,
Gale. Yeah.
I
think Team Edward versus Team Jacob's more interesting.
I literally have had such major issues with the love triangle. One, I wrote this in the my letterbox review. I was like,
for which
Katniss,
one? Oh, okay, Hunger Games.
It mostly was in 2 because that's where you kind of see the two of them at separate points, kind of vibe for Katniss, where it's like Katniss is very unlikable. She is not charismatic. She has like FU attitude. And she doesn't try to like really show care for any of the people, like either of them. Both guys are like, oh, I really care about you. And she's like, I can't, I don't want to. But yet
I know she's the worst.
But like, I'm like, it's just not buyable. I don't buy that so many people find her captivating when they constantly also say that she's not very personable in the show, like the movie. Like, we have to make you seem appealing so you get sponsors, but yet also you're not appealing, but two guys are literally willing to fight for your love. Like, explain to me how that works.
It's a little dumb, and it's the same thing for Twilight too, where Bella is like the most, like, she has zero character. No disrespect to Kirsten Stewart. I haven't read the books, but she is like the most bland performance ever in that. And she's gone on to have a good acting career, but like, she is so bland in that. And yet Edward and Jacob are like ready to die over it. They're like, we will fight to the death over you. It's like, I don't see it, but vampires versus werewolves is cool, I guess. These playback streams, man, they get so completely derailed from the basketball discussion. I love it. When you watch Jackson's stream, it's all basketball. Man stays focused. He stays determined. When you watch me or Corey, we start breaking down the love triangles between Hunger Games and Twilight. So thank you guys for putting up with it.
I think our viewer count stayed the same since we started. So that's a good sign.
They said, I never looked at it that way. Katniss does kind of suck.
I'm like, you know what? She can inspire a rebellion. I get that. I get that part. Her performance in the Dome both times, awe-inspiring. Do I think that she could be the love of my life? No.
Everyone's unique. That's why we're here. Exactly, Cavs, OQ.
It is, I will say, for the prequel, it is probably the darkest of any of the books. I think it really, but it's good. It's good background to have.
The Songbirds prequel, right? Or the new one?
Sunrise
They're both
of the
prequels,
Reaping.
right? Okay. Yeah.
This one follows Haymitch when he was in the Hunger Games.
Okay, yeah. Sakes have me questioning if everything I knew was a lie. The Katniss propaganda has been lying to us.
I love Jennifer Lawrence in real life.
Deserve better.
I would fight for Jennifer Lawrence in real life. If I have to fight for Katniss, I'm out. I'm sorry.
Late call. Probably the right call, but late.
I guarantee you Karl Anthony Towns is a Hunger Games fanatic. He just looks like a guy who would love it. Oh my God.
Cat's looking at his knee now. Did he get hurt?
A real warrior pulling through, like when Kyrie tore his ACL, took the free throws.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Karl Anthony Towns, big purr. Can't take him out the game.
It's so... What a slap in the face.
Yeah.
I think him and Kuminga have to be the two people most pissed with their nicknames.
Kuminga's nickname is a real disaster. That's so unfortunate for him.
I've definitely brought it up on the stream, but the funniest article I ever read was just him being like, "Yeah, I hate my nickname. Can we change it?
Can we please call me something else?"
And all Ty Jerome had to do to stop Milk was to just be like, "Nah."
Yeah, Ty Jerome shut it down right away. Looks like that's the 4th foul on Anunoby, by the way.
Great.
Yeah, let's go. And he's getting free throws on the rip through.
So are they gonna put in Precious probably? No, it looks like they're leaving him in.
I was gonna say, it looks like he might stay in.
That's the most Tibbs thing I've ever
seen. Add him one more time. Yeah. Yeah, Dylan, I'm ready for the Cavs to turn up. I'm ready for a Cavalanche, all right? We haven't even, the foundation hasn't even shook yet. You know, we haven't even come close to a Cavalanche, but I have a feeling that it's coming. See DG show me something on defense. Can I say something without slandering Darius Garland? I defend him all the time for his defense. I say he's much better than he gets credit for. The man has been pretty bad on defense for about a month now. I need him to click back into it. Here we go. Woo! Let's go, Max Strus. Yeah, I need Darius to snap back into it on defense because he was honestly playing at a pretty solid level defensively for the first couple months of the year. Especially the last week or so, he has just been not locked in, not paying attention, specifically off ball.
And for anyone that would probably counter and be like, well, you don't want him putting in that level of effort this late in the season before the postseason. You don't want the switch to be turned on only when the playoffs start, because then you have to catch up on that. Because there's a level of conditioning that's going to be with that too, where if you're only really trying on one end, you're kind of hurting your stamina going forward. Because defense, honestly, is probably more taxing with effort than offense.
Yeah. Yeah, and I said this last stream when they played, who did they play? They beat the Clippers last game on Sunday. I said, the last week or two where they've kind of gone into a slump, I'm mostly okay with it. Last week or two of the season, it's time to get back into it. It looks like the Cavs are waking up here at start the second half, down by 2 now. This is where it's like, all right, you took your eye off the ball for a couple weeks. It's not ideal. You don't want it to happen. You went 5-5 your last 10. Let's finish the last 7 games of the year strong. Show me some focus. Show me some energy. Let's put it together consistently and have a good end to the year, because you don't want to limp to the playoffs. And I don't think they're quite at that level. I don't think they got that bad, compared to last season, the 2 years before. But they definitely weren't, hitting their stride. I'd like to see them hit their stride a little bit. And good start here in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, it's also just something maybe if the Cavs in the past kind of went into the playoffs with a better stretch, then we wouldn't be as worried. But the fact that this roster is the same, and we've seen year after year that this team kind of struggles towards the end of the season and kind of pours over into the postseason, that's something you just want to avoid. Maybe if they earned the rep of we've seen them turn it back on in the playoffs, we would be fine. But momentum's a real thing, and you don't want to be going in playing 500 ball in the postseason.
All right, I got my money on yellow here. I think yellow's
Red's got the inside track, dude.
It's true.
Oh, look at him already cutting that corner.
Oh, he might have bent.
Oh no,
he got the corner too much. See, when I went to the Cavs Spurs game last week, and I forget which color car it was, but I picked one car, my girlfriend picked the other. I think it was the blue car. The blue car completely cheated. I know you guys saw it on stream. Went straight through the cones, straight through it, and they just let him keep racing. I'm like, you need to be disqualified for that. That's illegal. So, unfortunately, as we've already established, the Cavs are cowards. They let it happen anyway. But I got this one right. Team Yellow in a Delonte West jersey. That's kind of crazy.
Red was an absolute disappointment. He had the inside track and somehow ends up in third. He ends up in third.
Yellow getting the job done. Let's go.
All my my fellow red car supporters in the chat, we will remember this day. Remember that toddler.
Look, Yellow leaving him in the dust. You guys got to put
this
together.
Custom jersey. Everyone else got a
Delonte West. He's got the Delonte West on. We got
He's
to
like, "No,
parlay
please.
the
I brought my own."
Cavs, the mini car race in the half court shot. I got first leg down, yellow one. Now I got to think who's gonna win, who's gonna hit the half court shot when we see the lineup. Tony, you should gamble in these races, put a little extra dough in your pockets. You know what? I should be 3 for 3. I've gotten every single one right. Like I said, the one at the Spurs game, they let that little girl cheat, and I'm not gonna ruin her parade, but she definitely should have been disqualified. I should be 3 and 3. So if she can get her win, I don't get my loss. You know what I mean? I'm still perfect 3 for 3, even though technically that one little girl cheated and beat me one time.
But we won't discuss that.
Yeah, but we don't have to. Yeah, we don't have to discuss it.
We don't have to bring the girl down, but I would like to point out again
that
she did
perfect
cheat.
record. Yes, she went straight through the middle of the track like it was a Mario Kart secret shortcut that shouldn't be allowed, but they let it happen anyway.
She used a mushroom in the middle of the course.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's see if they keep this intensity up. Nice, good switch. I like the intensity so far. Mobley. Here we go. That's really deep in the corner. Didn't quite see what happened on the backside there, but got a box out.
I've seen this comment come up a lot of people being like, coaches should wear suits again. It's like, if we're focusing on coach attire as issues with the league, then we're losing the plot here.
I will say, I don't think it's an issue to be worried about, but I do agree, Aura. I'd be cool if the coaches wearing suits again. It's not something that I'd be, that I'd make a big fuss about, but I'd be down for them to wear suits again.
Tony says in the comfort of his sweatshirt. Let the record show.
Yeah, a little hypocritical.
You should be wearing suits we should just start wearing suits to the streams.
Yeah, that's how you set the tone, right? It starts with the media.
It's classy.
Start wearing the suits.
And then we'll only talk about movies.
Yeah.
Oscar style.
Oh, good strip from Mobley there. Yeah, listen, they're down 4. They're still, the momentum is clearly shifting, though. That's the thing. The Cavs are starting to establish both ends of the floor here.
Oh,
all right.
Would have loved to see that, but thank God we watched that cap breakdown.
Yeah, that little squiggle line, whoever's drawing that.
Brad playing with the pen.
Yeah. He's not even highlighting anything. He's just messing around. He's drawing the S, the little S that everyone draws in their notebooks.
I just got Canva. Couldn't give it a whirl.
Hey! Wait, he dunked that? Did that go in?
Yes.
Wow. I thought it got blocked.
Tony, your eyesight has been kind of rough.
Maybe it's this ring light in front of me blinding me. I thought he blocked it. Damn. All right. Well, the defensive player of the year agenda.
Oh.
I don't think Mobley's playing bad defense, but guys have converted shots over him. It's not good for the, ESPN's in the building. Tim Bontemps might be there. He's already cooking up a 30-second monologue on the Cavs. They won't go longer than 30 seconds on Hoop Collective. They don't, for some reason, they won't talk about our Cavs enough, but Tim Bontemps is going to make sure to fill the runtime with some slander for sure.
Cat is so dramatic. I swear to God.
Come on, here we go. Yes. Oh. Mitchell's got his 3-point shot back, which is good to see. And look at that. The diff is no longer negative. It's +1. We're back.
Love a positive diff.
Yeah, love when the diff is positive.
This world needs more positivity in it,
Yep. Mitchell's come alive here. Good pickup from Allen. Defense is scrambly. Good D right there. Mobley, big man rebound over Cat.
DG, pull up.
Darius, give me one. Oh, man.
Oh!
Looks like Allen drew a foul, thankfully.
Cat is pissed. Is that on Cat? Yep.
No, I think they said Anunoby. 5th foul. Wait. Oh, no, it's not. Who is it on?
Who did it? I thought it was on Cat based on his reaction. Bridges.
They called it on Bridges.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh!
All right. All right, good to see Darius, create a play right there. I feel like Darius has been kind of struggling tonight, but it's nice to see him get a downhill attack lob to Mobley. That was good. Good finish from Mobley too.
This might be like one of the worst DG games in a while.
Yeah, he has not been effective, but that was nice to see him get something positive.
I mean, he's only 4
All right,
for
Cavs
9.
back in
I guess it's
back in the lead.
not terrible.
Oh, DG's 4 of 9?
Yeah.
Actually, he's a lot better. If you would have told me that he was like 1 for 6, I would have believed you, honestly.
I thought he was like 1 for 7 or something.
Yeah, I don't recall him really. Has he hit a 3?
Yeah, he's 1 for 3.
Okay. I'm trying to think of where that came from.
I know, that's what I'm trying to think of.
I'm like,
too.
when did he hit a 3? But yeah. Oh, okay, so it's not as bad as it felt. That's good to know. It's definitely a little quiet, but definitely better than I expected. Pull up versus. Oh, okay, yeah, old kid. I remember now. Yeah, Karl-Anthony Towns in the drop. Good memory there. Good catch.
I was literally going through the ESPN play-by-play, quarter by quarter.
Yeah. No, I remember. It was like early in the first quarter, and I said it, and I was like, yeah, as long as Karl-Anthony Towns on the court, we'll be able to get good looks.
Cavs are outscoring the Knicks currently 18-8 in the third.
Nice. Yeah. Great start right there. Aura says, sweetest revenge to me is sweeping the Knicks in the regular season, and not going to lie, I want them and the Pacers to swap in these last games so we can beat the Knicks in the second round, possibly. #revenge. You know what? I was looking at it today. I guess we might as well talk about this real quick. I was looking at it today because, yeah, it seems pretty much, I think it's locked that it's going to be Pacers in the 4 seed. I don't think the Knicks are going to fall to the 4th. They could, but I don't think it'll happen. There's a 4-game gap between them. So that means, not to get ahead of myself,
could rise to the 4th too.
Yeah, the Pistons, it's the Pistons, the Bucks, and the Pacers are in contention for the 4-5 matchup. And I don't want to get ahead of myself and assume we're going to win the first round, but I'm going to, just bear with me. I'm going to assume that we get to the second round. We're either going to be playing the Pacers, Bucks, or the Pistons. And honestly, as much as I want revenge against New York, I'm pretty happy with either one of those 3 teams. I think the Pacers would be the most challenging. The Bucks, no Damian Lillard. That's just relatively easy, all things considered, I would say. Like, I think we could beat the Pistons or the Bucks in the second round without much of a sweat. The Pacers could be interesting. I still think we'd beat them, but I could see that actually kind of challenging us in different ways. But the Knicks are basically locked into the 3 seed. So I like the way the bracket is playing out, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think if I had to rank the Pacers, Pistons, and Bucks in terms of who I'd want to play the most to least, I think I'd rank it Pistons, Bucks, Pacers in that order.
Yeah. Dan, is Dame actually supposed to be back before the end of the season? Is that like a real thing, or is that wishful thinking? I assumed he would be done.
If he has a blood clot, how is Wemby out for the season? But
here, let's see. This was 3 hours ago. National Reporter drops crucial update on Giannis Antetokounmpo's Bucks and Damian Lillard injury update. Let's see here. I'm scrolling through trying to get the news here. I'm told that Damian Lillard is making progress with the blood clot. He's had weekly doctor visits, and doctors are encouraged by it. They see his blood clot actually decreasing right now, so it's lowering. They're hopeful he's going to be cleared in the next week for some type of on-court activity. Okay, so maybe he could actually be back. With that said, is he actually back in time for the first round? Because if he's not back for the first round, they could be gone first round.
I think for all of the talk about the Pistons being like a really tough matchup, I think they're just a quintessential regular season team. I think all it really has to do in the postseason is you just have to double Cade on ball and then just force everyone to beat you. There's really not Malik Beasley maybe, but if you're going to get Malik Beasley to do what he's done in a 7-game series, I'm not someone who buys into that.
Big Mitchell threw right there. Mitchell's taken over a little bit. 10 points in the quarter, 21 overall. And I agree with you. It depends on the matchup for Detroit. I think Detroit could maybe shock someone in the first round, but it always comes down to the simple fact that one, Cade has a calf injury that he's been dealing with, which I see Pistons fans are getting a little worried about. Good defense here from the Cavs. Got to get a rebound though, man. That would have been nice to get another stop right there. But yeah, as you said, the thing is, it's basically just Cade on offense. And like, listen, if Tobias Harris could win you a playoff series, the Sixers might be champions at this point. So like, I don't think you're gonna escape a series because Tobias Harris bails you out. And Malik Beasley helps. Like, they have guys, but I could see that offense going straight into the mud in the playoffs and it being very difficult. Now it depends on who they play, right? Like, that might have been a 2. Was that ruled a 2? I didn't see. It looked like he might have been on the line, but yeah, like it depends on who they play because Milwaukee isn't exactly like the best defensive team. But if they played Indiana, like I could see Indiana actually locking up and giving them a lot of trouble.
I think of like, this is just my philosophy. With playoff basketball, you kind of break down the players into like star level tiers. And if you're saying Cade is like a top tier star, I don't even think they have a secondary star. They have like tertiary players around Cade. And I don't know who they'd have to game plan around him.
Yeah. No, it's going to be way too heliocentric, and Cade would just have to be like an absolute like monster for them to win, which it could happen. Oh, let's go. See, if Cade had an Okoro next to him, then maybe they'd have a better chance. But unfortunately, Okoro stayed in Cleveland. He didn't follow JB to Detroit.
He could have.
Dame. Or I said Dame. Damn, we are 11 of 14 from the field this quarter. Dean Wade's out with an illness. Oh, Sam Merrill made him fall.
Alrighty. Well,
yeah, it was fun while it lasted. Yeah, Dean Wade has an illness. AKA, we're a few weeks away from the full moon and he's recharging. The moon it's a new moon right now. It's not up there, so he's got to heal.
He's waiting for his prequel.
Yeah. Oh, no call, but we'll take it. There we go. Demo was right. Demo's always right. All right. You know what? He was down in the trenches when we were down by 13. This game never really got out of hand, guys. I think the lowest we fell was down 13. So yeah, I think this was easy enough to see playing out this way. They were playing Tyler Kolek, guys. Like we were gonna get back into DeLon Wright has been on the floor for most of this game. We were gonna get back into here at some point, unless the Cavs completely wet the bed. We were gonna come back. Now they have to be serious down the stretch of this quarter here to extend the lead, but they've been doing what I expect.
I need to know what Landry Shamet said to Tibbs in the halftime because that dude was playing like Klay Thompson and then now is not being suited up for the second half. Oh,
it is going to be a 2.
Oh, what?
Just barely.
I feel like I saw the. Brad just finding out that they can overturn 3-pointers.
Brad is sick.
I don't know, man.
Is this going to be a transition take foul? I know there's a difference, but like, what does it matter? Can we just call it a transition take foul? Let's play. Because it doesn't change how many free throws they'd get, does it? Jarrett's. I think Sam Merrill's behind him, so it's not a clear path.
Jarrett wait, some suspicious hook in there.
that was a questionable hook from Jarrett there, but
I think Jarrett, getting to know.
Okay, so I don't know what happens if it's a clear path foul. No, they're not looking for a flagrant. They're looking to see if it's a clear path. It is a transition take foul, but The transition take foul means that Allen basically stopped him from having an opportunity on the fast break. But the clear path would be that there was no Cavalier in front of Achua when he got fouled. And I think it's both. So I don't know if I don't think you get an additional free throw. I don't think you call both, do you? I think it just ends up being one. Let's see. Okay, so it just gets other. That's what I thought. I thought it was one or the other. And so this is where kind of like, who cares? Why not just keep it? Because they're the same. I think it ends in the same result, a technical free throw, right? A clear path or a transition take foul.
Yeah.
So I guess just for the sake of getting it right. Oh, is clear path too? I actually didn't
know.
Do
and ball, I think.
Okay,
actually.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I knew you get the ball back. I didn't know the clear path was 2 shots though. So that's why they wanted to get it right. That makes sense then. Yeah. So yeah, transition take foul would have been 1
anymore.
No, you don't see it very often. Because of that, because of the transition take foul, people don't even try it. So you don't see this happen very often.
I kind of was reminded of it a few games ago where it's like that's another time saver that the league really did a good job of implementing, because think about all the times that we would just foul just to prevent a fast break.
And it's like the most fun thing in basketball is like people going on a fast break.
Like, how about we have less dunks?
Yeah. Great rule change there from Adam Silver. Now he just needs to remove fouling up 3. That was tough from DeAndre Hunter. Defense right there. You can't let Josh Hart take you off the dribble like that.
Oh,
Sam, good backdoor cut. Hit him. He saw it. He saw it. He just couldn't make it. Yeah. All right. You let New York claw right
this isn't going well.
Yep. Bad sequence right there. That was what, a 6-point swing just like that.
Could have passed it quicker, I feel like.
Yeah.
Oh, sham it.
Oh, good strong move from Hunter. Good offensive game from Hunter. Not too impressed with his defense right now, but he always makes up for it with his offense, which is nice.
I feel like these are the types of lineups where the Cavs really get out rebounded. So I'm looking to when one big's on the floor. So I'm interested to see if they can kind of keep pace with the Knicks on the glass.
I knew that was going in because I saw Brilliant Damage's chat, but I could not have foreseen it looking that way when it went in. Josh Hart is a monster when the shot clock is running down.
He assaulted Jerry West.
Yeah, well, okay, I guess it's 50% though. 50% is pretty good on desperation threes. Man,
dude. Okay, it looked like that was going in. I was about to be like, come on, man.
We can't let Josh Hart turn into Dwayne Wade right now. I don't even know the way he's getting downhill.
Flash Hart.
Yeah. Josh Hart, end of shot clock versus LeVert, end of quarter. I got to give LeVert the win here just because he hit a game winner at the buzzer this year. I don't think Josh Hart's done that yet. Has he? He might have.
I don't know. I would put Peyton Pritchard for half court heave up there as well.
Jokic for anything beyond half court.
For 75%.
Yeah.
Euro floater, 75 feet casually.
Good defense from the Cavs there.
Oh, yeah, Tibbs. Keep barking. Let's go.
Cool guy. What's going on? What's the score to the Celtics game? Did they come back? That's a genuine question. We haven't checked over there in a minute.
Cavs ball.
Bell to ass. Oof.
Ooh, 14.
Yeah. Let's go.
Dude.
Okoro cutting out the corner. Some people say he's not at there. Jackson, I don't want to hear it. He said, I've always been an Okoro believer. That is a fraudulent claim. He was so down on Okoro just a few days ago. It's okay. It's everyone. You know what? Let's go. Let's go, Isaac. Let him know. Let them know. Here's the thing. Coral Island is always open to tourism. So even if you leave, even if you abandon it and you leave us a bad review, we will welcome you back. You can always come back to Coral Island. We are always open to business.
That's on my portion of Isaac Coral Island. I am installing ice, and they are going to seize Jackson the minute he crosses that border.
There's a most wanted sign with Jackson's picture on it.
If you have slandered Isaac Okoro in a group chat, ice is coming for you.
It's appropriately named too. Woo, that was a nice pass.
They have to wear vests with Okoro's face on it.
Let's go, Cavs. Moving the ball. Oh, yeah, Free Fries and Cool Guy lost their VIPs. I'll give it back to you at the dead ball. Again, as I always say, I didn't take the VIP from you guys. Always blame Jackson for that, all right?
I can't even control my own VIP.
Jackson must have done that the last stream.
Jackson runs a tight ship with the VIPs.
Woo, he really does. Tough foul there. All right, here I'm pulling up my phone now to help give out the VIPs here. Bear with me. Yeah, Coro, awesome movement, just awesome energy off the bench. The off-ball movement, running in transition, cutting, it really makes a difference. He's been used much more like a basketball player this year, in my opinion, despite what the haters say at times. I think he's looked more complete.
I'm putting Jackson to the light.
Okay. Here, I'll watch this last 2 seconds here, and then I will hook up the VIP stuff. Mitchell from half court.
Oh,
all right. Well, the diff is +6. We entered this quarter -7, right. So this is a pretty good quarter.
I'm not a mathematician, but that's pretty good.
It seems to me that the diff is trending in the right direction.
I'm no expert, but the diff is looking good.
By the way, for LNBA, the Wemby profile picture still in here. Shout out to you. You didn't steal the VIP and then leave. You're a real one.
Wow. I'm sorry you had to be there for Timothy Chalamet corner. That probably caught you by surprise.
Yeah. Hey, well, you know what? Get used to it because it always ends up somehow getting here. All right, wait. I gotta see. Oh shoot, let me give you the VIPs real quick, so you can see this. I got to choose who's going to hit the half-court shot for my parlay.
I already picked my dude.
I'm thinking, who did you pick? I'm taking the first guy.
I'm taking the guy in the red beanie in the back.
Okay. I don't see him yet. Oh, I see him now. Let's go.
Wearing a beanie.
I'm trying to get these VIPs for you so you can see the half-court shot. I just took 2 away. Okay, Makima's not here. But they will get
here's your guy, Tony.
Sure. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. In and out. All right.
Taylor Lautner.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. They cut away from it. The cameraman in Cleveland needs some.
My beanie guy. Let's go.
Short. Oh, it was kind of online, though.
DG doppelganger. Oh. That looked pretty close.
All right. Dude, Free Fries, you have your VIP. Too? What is going on with the camera work?
Don't worry, Duncan Robinson's going to save the day.
Cool Guy, you have your VIP.
Let's go, Duncan.
Here we go.
Bang. Oh.
By the way, it is not that warm in Cleveland. I don't know why he's wearing shorts and a short sleeve. Hopefully he has a hoodie somewhere. Because it's like, it's not cold outside, but that's a crazy attire for today.
He's wearing shorts that basketball players wore in the 50s.
Those things are wearing the short shorts and short sleeve. Yes. I mean, okay, you know what? It's 61 degrees. It's actually a bit warmer, but it says it feels like 51, and it's been raining.
76 there?
It's usually kind of cold in the arena.
Oh.
Yeah, FanDuel cutting away from a half-court shot for 10K is their version of getting playoff ready. Everyone that has to do with the Cavs is just struggling with the cameras. I don't know what's going on.
KeyBank was like, we can't give out any more money. I don't care if they make it. Don't show it.
Yeah, we can't pretend the camera's cut out. Oh my, yeah. Well, I think we're going to be watching the national TV broadcasts for most of it, honestly. Although I don't know, because you guys don't need whoever has League Pass can watch this, right? Without the VIP, most of the people in here are all VIPs anyway, so I don't know if we'll be able to answer that. But yeah, but if we watch the national TV broadcast, then people can't. Oh, Bally doesn't do any playoff game, really? Has it always been like that? I thought they don't do any, right? Okay. For some reason, I thought they did like up until a certain round, like up until you get to the conference finals. But maybe you're right.
That Knicks record is terrible when losing in the fourth.
I didn't see it. What was it?
6-22.
Mobley
His vote was on the line. I'm pretty sure.
6-22. Oh, well, I guess they'll take it away.
Brad will be like, "This is rigged, man."
So we're 52-1 entering the fourth quarter. What was our loss?
I don't remember. It was Charlotte Magic.
Oh,
why was I thinking Charlotte?
Give it back to Mobley. Let him cook. Oh, spin over the shoulder.
That was so nice.
In his bag. Yeah, since halftime, we've been kicking ass.
Grab the belt, Tony.
I might go get it.
The minute you grab it, you come back in the room. They're like down 2. You're like,
I missed the 8-0
like
run.
Community meme with Troy walking in with the pizza. Everything's on fire.
Listen, I'll grab it when Tomlin and Travers are on the court. That's when you know it's officially the Tristan Thompson net rating starts getting a boost. Tyler Kolek versus Sam Merrill feels personal.
He's like, finally, a formal competitor.
I don't think Tyler Kolek has passed the ball once tonight. I think he shot it every time he got the ball.
Tibbs loves it. He's like, this guy's sick.
I could just see this guy going 48.
He's my new Jose Calderon.
Season.
Kirk Heinrich.
Oh, man, Kirk Heinrich. What a throwback. Get him, Sam. Oh.
Stick it in Kolek's face. Oh my God.
Hit it.
Don't do it to
All right, we're good board from Ice right there. Give it to him. Knock it down.
Oh,
Mobley. Oh.
Definitely. Oh.
Got to keep the ball high.
That was off his shin.
Let's see this rebound again. Man.
OJ.
All right, we're still Cavs ball.
Oh. No, they just inbounding.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just go at Karl Anthony Towns. You got space. Just go at him. Just like that. Yep. There we go. 4 fouls on Cat. That's going to, I mean, listen, it's going to limit New York. They're going to have a real hard time in the playoffs with the fact that teams can just go at Cat. Who are they going to play in the first round? Either Milwaukee or Detroit, right?
Yeah, Giannis.
Giannis is going to destroy this team. I think the Bucks might beat them in a first round series. I think
the Knicks would have a tough time if the Pistons were even in their matchup too.
Jaylen Duren, Isaiah Stewart. No, but I agree with you though. They man, he's such a target on defense. And I really think sometimes he gets overhated, but you can't deny it every time you see it happen. It's like teams just go at him relentlessly.
They would have to figure out what to do with like they're going to have to start Robinson, so they'll have to configure their lineup if that's going to work. And with the way that Robinson has been unavailable for a bulk of the season, that is a hefty ask for Mitchell Robinson. It's like, I know you've been on ice for basically the whole season. How would you like to play 46 minutes a game for at least 2 rounds?
Yeah, and that's just the first round. Like they got to worry about getting past Milwaukee or Detroit. If they do that, guess what? You got Boston in the second round. Karl Anthony Towns is going to be in a blender against the drop there. Like it's going to be brutal if they have to play Boston.
Old kid, I don't put it past Tibbs. I do put it past Mitchell Robinson's health, though, seeing as he struggles to play like 20 minutes a game currently.
Yeah. All right, let's
I
keep
think
it
the
going.
Cat trade does elevate their ceiling, though. Like, I think
Yeah.
they wouldn't be as good of a team if they didn't have Cat. It's just you have to figure out how to build with Cat.
Yeah, I agree. If they had like Mobley. Oh, I did the baseline. If they had like a viable version of the two big lineup like Minnesota did, then it makes a little more sense. Like there's options. So that's probably where they'll try to pivot and build. I don't think Mitchell Robinson is a solution there. I think he's a Band-Aid, but I don't think he's like even healthy Mitchell Robinson. I don't think is enough to get them to the level that they want to be at. They got to find a big to play next to Karl-Anthony Towns defensively.
They just need to find a defensive player of the year candidate for basically a straight decade to play next to Karl-Anthony Towns and just solve all their problems.
It's easy.
So like basically just trade him to the Cavs and we can figure it out.
We'll take him. Yeah.
Cat for Jarrett.
We'll do it. Evan Mobley, 4 fouls. Yeah, this hasn't been the best defensive game from him. Like even that right there, that's very uncharacteristic from Evan Mobley. Demo's been pointing it out too. Jumping all over the place, and even just like when do you ever see Evan Mobley? Whoa. When do you see Mobley jump on a 3-point pump fake and then smack a dude in the face? You like almost never see him do that. He's way too disciplined of a defender.
Only the Cavs can have a block somehow end up back in the other team's hands.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Mobley's got him pinned down there.
Oh my God.
He had to go quick because he had been parked down there for a while.
All right, Kolek, stick. Oh.
All right, trying to post up Mitchell. Playing it
like
pretty much
not
straight
been a
up.
lot of Hunter recently.
No.
Jarrett's coming back in.
Here we go. Hey, let's go.
That's for the bobblehead night.
Okoro tapping it to Strus. Yeah, Strus has got to show out at some point for his bobblehead night. We got to get a couple threes from him. Dude, Okoro's been legitimately good today.
Hell yeah.
Just want the record to show.
Oh, it's showing.
He's getting an A+ in the grades, boys. It's happening.
If only you were with Jackson on this stream.
Yeah, I won't. Yeah, I won't. I will not be silenced today. All right, they were trying to get Sam in the post up there. Ball got swung to the other side of the floor. Mitchell, pull up 3. Oh, man, he's got it going again. He really does. He's got that 3-point shot going again. Big Meow, do something. No, this is someone call PETA. I'm not talking Hunger Games. They gotta. We're abusing Cat right now. This is animal abuse right now. Big Purr's getting demolished.
Big Meow, Big Purr.
Yeah, I mean that's just sick. He's got the 3-point shot going over the last week or so. 2 weeks really. All right, going into some action with Strus and Merrill. Merrill screening for DG. Back to Merrill. It's a good look though. Allen keeping it alive. Hell yeah.
Stick.
DG, give it to me.
Oh.
Man.
Okoro
doing it all. Jump ball. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Okoro. I'm telling you, he's getting an A+. He's getting an A+ today. He earned it.
His great complete basketball player.
These are all the little things you want him to do. He hasn't shot the 3-ball all that well today, but the defense and the rebounding especially, like this is like, how many offensive rebounds does he have? I don't know what the box score is going to say, but he has been down there fighting for every single one, tapping balls out, forcing a jump ball right here. Like, it's probably not going to be that high of a number.
3 boards.
3 boards. Yeah. It's not going to be that high, but when you look at those possessions, he's fighting for every single one right there. Even this is going to be a jump ball. Like, he's not going to get credited for an offensive rebound there. I think the other one that he tapped out, he might not have been credited for, but he's making an impact, moving without the ball, moving in transition, 2 steals. Like, these are the scrappy things that you need him to do.
11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. I mean, come on.
We had 3 offensive boards.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I thought for some reason I thought you meant just 3 overall. So 6 rebounds in total. That's good. That's good for Okoro.
I know when you were so calm about the 3, I was like, I mean, I feel like 3 is a decent amount for a wing.
3 offensive rebounds is actually good. I thought you meant 3 boards overall. So I take that back. 3 offensive rebounds, very good. And he, like I said, he didn't even get credited for a couple of them for sure.
I would like to have 6 offensive rebounds, but 3 is okay, I guess.
Yeah, I usually want Okoro to get, double, 10 offensive and 10 defensive rebounds.
I want him to get a quadruple double with no points. That's my favorite Okoro night.
Yeah. Playing on the scaffolding.
Not a great 3-point night from the Cavs.
What are they shooting?
34%.
Yeah, it's not too good.
Remember when the Knicks were 6 of 8? Since then, they are 3 of 22.
Man, I told you it was going to come down. I mean, everyone agreed, but like, I don't want to. I'm not doing
really good.
Nostradamus here, but
these are 2016 Splash Brother numbers.
Yeah, Landry Shamet has really come back down to earth.
It's Landry Thompson. All right.
Yeah. Sorry.
And Colette Curry.
Colette Curry.
They got Machine Gun Kelly on the drums. That's crazy.
Shout out to the 216 sticks, still innovating this deep into the game. Still coming out with new. I don't know what Moondog's doing. Still coming up with new setups. Yeah, that was strange. Miami up by 11. What quarter?
Has 5:39 in the third. 5 minutes left in the third. Oh, and it's an 8-point game already. Okay.
Old kid, I'm gonna have to go with the Cavaliers, but it feels sacrilegious because I think the 216 sticks are. I don't want to take anything away from them. I don't want to take anything away from them, but I think the Cavaliers are at the grand finale of the Cavaliers is more exciting to me. The wine and oldies. 216 shoots. Yeah, 216 sticks truthers stand up. They're good. They're respectable. I love them. I love the branding, but it takes some courage to get on a pogo stick and do those moves, do some backflips and stuff. So got to give credit where it's due.
Oh no. Toddler slot car derby is definitely climbing up there for me.
Yeah. No, it is. It really is. That was like they weren't doing that all season. Someone pitched that midway through the year and they're like, we got to do this immediately. Hey, Sam Merrill getting in there. And hey, we'll take this. This is a good result. Max Drew stopping the break. Really good defense there. Kolek. No.
By Sweet Prince. How is he supposed to shoot?
I don't even see where it happened. All right.
Oh.
Damn it.
Landry Shamet acting like he was the reason that happened. Get out of here.
Yeah. He was trying to get the team hype. All right, let's get a stop. Let's get another stop. I have a feeling Allen did something bad here, according to Brilliant Damage. He's in the future.
Please don't tell me it's for Kolek. Oh, thank God.
I'm glued onto Allen now. Yeah.
Oh.
No, he didn't do anything bad. I don't think that was a bad come on. I think that was a inspiring come on from Brilliant Damage.
His freshly jammed finger.
Yeah. Oh, the Allen turnover. Okay. Yeah, that actually makes more sense. Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, how is that out on? How is that a foul on Carl? I don't think they called it on Kolek.
Oh, let's go.
I know. I have to hide the spoilers.
15-point diff. Apollo's getting comfy. Apollo can just sense when the Cavs have put the game away. He's like, all right, time to go to bed.
He's like, all right, time to turn on the PS5.
Yeah, this is Apollo's version of turning on the PS5. Hey, tough finish from DG. Yeah, it wasn't like a great DG game, but he definitely much better second half than the first half.
The most quiet 15 points DG has scored in a while.
For sure.
7 for 13 shooting, too.
13 to go till we get to the free french fries. I think you're going to get it. I think we're getting it, Derpy. Free fries 120. Cracks me up every time.
I hope you actually go and get the fries. It'd be funny if you're just in it for the bit, though.
I think they're really about that life. This isn't a bit. This is a lifestyle.
Oh, Kolek, no.
Kolek, doesn't he know he has a whole band of Twitter users? Well, at least one that will ride or die for him.
I have some terrible news because I have the box score on the left. I think he does make this free throw.
No.
His first point.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought Greg only got the one stint, so it's okay. We'll give him grace. Oh, all right.
Okay.
You know what? Can't complain though. Great look.
Oh. Nice.
Wait, it's a free large fry? You're joking. Has it been a free large fry this entire time?
I think when they pass 120, right? Free fries, you're the expert here.
I thought it was a small this whole time. I'm with Demo.
I thought it was
100. They've been giving out free large fries all season.
I think if it passed 100, it's a small, and then if it's 120, it's a large.
I am sick to myself right now that I haven't been taking advantage of this. I always thought it was just a small fry. I was like, well, that's pretty cool.
Hundreds in the green.
God. Yeah, he really is, dude. This is like crazy. Oh, let's go, Alan. Guess where I'm going after the game, boys? We're getting a large fry. Oh yeah, it's a $2 large fry if they hit 100, so you get a discount, but you get the free fry. Oh, let's go, dude! This is what a revelation. Please,
stick ice,
please.
Oh, that didn't look great from the jump.
It was demoralizing. What?
What'd you want Darius to do?
I moved back from the computer, so it looked like Karl Anthony Towns took a lot of steps. I was very far away from the screen.
I thought your exclamation was like, say, DG, get in front of it.
It looked like he took like 3 or 4 steps, but I
all right, Ice
came back to earth.
Will he pass? Nope.
Ooh, nope. It doesn't matter. He's the anti-Levert. He does those mid-range shots all go in for him.
It feels like he's like on a kind of a cold stretch from 3 recently too.
Yeah. No, it doesn't even feel like the 3-point shot's been falling all that much, but like that mid-range, I don't know what the number is. I don't even want to know because I don't want the image, the illusion to fade, but I feel like he's shooting 100% from the mid-range. That was a sweet block from Jarrett Allen, by the way. Oh my goodness.
I can't believe the Cavs are winning this game by 16. That's crazy.
Yeah, so quickly. Here, I'll be right back.
The lights are not too bright. Are they light, though? I mean, if the Great Wall, they probably are too bright there. I mean, look at the glisten off that wall. The holy wall. I know this this really has done such a great job. The lighting, fantastic. Tony just needs to release a shirt with this just in the center. Yeah. Do you think they'll get to the ludicrous part, aka the best part? Celebrate break. How many people here want to break something?
Oh, okay, I get it. I didn't get it either at first. I was like, what?
How many people want to break something?
This is I don't know about this one, Cavs. You know what? Ahmad did his best to sell it. Give credit.
Even Ahmad's like, yeah, this is a tough bit.
A tough one to pull off, guys, but I'll do my best.
If I can't get it, no one can.
Honestly, it's true.
For all the free merch that Ahmad gets, I would do it too.
Yeah. Twitter is being very generous to Isaac Okoro, by the way, just scrolling through here. Lots of people showing our boy love.
Dude, Isaac Okoro fan club on Twitter right now is probably having a field day.
Yeah, this is his big moment. He earned this.
He kept all of his stock for this moment.
Dr. Manhattan, what were you saying about me? Tony, I was talking shit about your height. I was bored. My apologies. Let me scroll up. Tony's camera is high because he's so small to make himself look bigger. You know what? It's not even that high. It's not even that high. But I do have it stacked on top of 2 shoe boxes. Oh. I'll have you guys know that I am 6 foot.
You are.
5'11" to some, 6 foot to others. Depends on who you ask.
I need to go back and look at our picture together.
Depends on who you ask. 5'11" doesn't really exist, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of just
it's a construct.
It is. Because anybody who's 5'11" is going to say they're 6 foot. And anybody who says they're 5'11" is really like 5'9", 5'10". Because if you were 5'11", you would just say you're 6 foot. You know what I mean?
So I get it.
They're 5'11", they're actually like 5'9", 5'10".
This just feels like an assault on my height.
Nobody's 5'11". You get to round up if you're 5'11", all right? I have scoliosis, so I have a little curve in my back, just a little mild one. If you straightened it out, I'd be 6 foot probably. So I get to round up. I've earned it.
Is Jackson then 6'1"?
Jackson's tall. Yeah, he's probably like 6 foot 6'1". Because Jackson's actually tall.
Dang, in our picture together, I look kind of close to your guys' height. This is fantastic. I can claim that I'm 5'11", which means by your rules, I'm 6 feet.
Yeah, you get to round up.
I get 2 whole new inches.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's the go-to excuse, Demo. It's true though. It's true. I went to a chiropractor once. Jarrett Allen. Bang.
Oh.
You know, you never get a bang on a dunk, but we just delivered one right there. I don't think there's ever been a dunk bang, but I just did the first one. Yeah, the shaggy run.
That man. Oh,
Cavs
Jarrett.
Blowing New York out now. This is what I wanted.
Over this.
Anyways, real quick, I went to a chiropractor once. This was a couple years ago. Just curious, you know, a little sketchy in there, so I never went back. But I was like, maybe it'll help my back out. You know, maybe it'll feel good. Literally within the first, not to cure it, but just I was like, you know, maybe it'll like feel good to, you know, get it cracked. You know, I just like maybe it would be good. Turns out, if you've never, they're quacks. The chiropractors are not great. But literally the first like 30 seconds that the doctor's talking to me, he's like, yeah, we'll probably add like 2-3 inches to your height. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like,
You're like,
be for real.
I gotta
serious
go.
right now. Yeah, I'm like, how can you start the conversation here? You haven't even looked at my back yet. He literally said like 2 or 3 inches. I'm like, come on, like really? I didn't actually say it because I'm not gonna be rude or anything, but I was just like, okay, well, now I know that I can't take you seriously.
Like medieval stretch chambers.
Yeah, what are you guys gonna do to me? So he did give me what is it called? Like the alignment where they just like crack your back. It was okay. It didn't feel like very satisfying, and then that was basically it.
It's nothing like the videos. I went one time too, and I was like hoping at least I'd get that out of it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I could have done this myself.
Yeah, it's like it feels no different than like if you twist and crack your back like that. Yep. It's like, oh, okay. It's okay. But yeah.
They're just able to hold down your lower torso so that you could just push and then you just go, oh.
Tomlin's in, by the way. Naquan Tomlin, let's go.
Heyo. Thank God.
Luke Travers, and I think Amani Bates, too. Yeah, this game went exactly how I wanted it to.
Good for Carl.
I'm going to grab a water real quick. Actually, I'll wait till a dead ball.
I was going to say.
What am I doing? I just finished my water, so I was going to get up, but I got to see these minutes. I think I got one right in the other room.
Oh, Nick.
Oh, I should have left.
You and me both were like,
Carl. It is kind of funny that Karl Anthony Towns is still out there. It's like, Tibbs, what are you doing?
He's like, well, we don't have a center.
Playing against 3 G Leaguers. Like, get the guy some rest. This is the second night of a back-to-back. He didn't play yesterday, though, right? So I guess it's a little different. But still, it's like Tibbs. Well, yeah. I know he had to shoot the free throws. Now he's shooting more free throws, so he still can't leave.
I feel like Tibbs will say something about, like, Carl wanted to come out of the game. I wanted Carl to come out of the game, but Carl said, no, coach. Yeah. I need to make a statement.
I'm going to run and grab my water while he's shooting that free throw.
Unbelievable. Double wall content, and you get to hear that Tony grew 3 inches with chiropractic work. What a story. "6'3" Tony Pesta and a wall. Crazy.
I regret to inform you that there was not a water bottle in the other room, so I came back empty-handed. I did grab a cough drop, so I guess I didn't come back completely empty-handed, but I will have to run downstairs and get a water. So we're going to do a quick 10-minute pod after the game, too. Just a quick game recap. So I'm going to grab my water before we do that.
I also will need to grab a water.
Favoritism and chiropractors say totally unrelated things. I'm going to crack your back and your credit card debt will disappear. Yeah, it's just like they immediately... Listen, we're not a political stream. I won't get political, but immediately there was like signs saying like, don't get vaccines, like try herbal therapy instead. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I'm in the right place, guys. I don't know if this is where I
learned this one on Rogan's podcast. Let me try it out.
I basically just wanted to get, like a massage basically is all I was looking for. So now I just do the hydro massage at Planet Fitness. And you know what? That thing is really good. So. And it doesn't try to get me to listen to
some ringworm and a massage. What a crazy good deal.
Well, yeah, you got to wipe them things down, but it looks pretty clean to me, and I wipe it down. So you're
so probably the only one who's that honest. So good for you.
You got to wipe it down before and after just to be safe.
I want to have
the garbage time. We're blowing the free prize right now. By the way, we need 1 point, guys.
I want to have the confidence in life of the person who doesn't wipe down the machines at Planet Fitness and knows that everyone's watching them.
Yeah. I don't know if it's confidence or just arrogance. I don't know. But yeah, I will say though, one thing, you would be surprised how many people I see at Planet Fitness leave the bathroom without washing their hands. I'm like, dude, we are at a gym. You are touching things that everyone else is touching. I just saw you leave the bathroom and you did not wash your hands. Like, come on, dude. I see it way too often.
If you could somehow pee with no contact, good for you.
I mean, yeah, more power to you, but oh my goodness. Tomlin. Oh. There we go. If he didn't make that layup, they wouldn't have scored. That was literally a buzzer beater because I don't think they're going to shoot again.
Stick.
Well, yeah, maybe. But I don't think they're going to shoot again. So that was literally a buzzer beater for the free fries. Talon,
Go Tyson.
man of the people. Wait a second. Amani might shoot it. Tyson might
Amani
shoot it
will
even.
shoot
Wait,
it.
they might get a shot up. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Okay, I lied. They did shoot again. Ty Jerome looks stunned. Everyone was doing Ty Jerome's signature, and Ty Jerome just looked completely stunned. Like so
Ty
confused.
Jerome's just like
wow. But yeah, anyways, don't go to the chiropractor, people. It's not worth it.
You ever heard of ayahuasca? I found this cool resort that we should go to sometime.
Save your money. It's also dangerous. I'm sure it's rare, but they could mess your back up. So be careful out there, people.
They have insurance for a reason.
Well, yeah. All right, the Cleveland Cavaliers destroyed New York. Not really, but I mean, second half completely dominated, and Miami's up by 7. This could be a nice swing here for us.
It needs to be like a 20-point lead for me to feel confident.
Yeah. Yeah, that game could turn around so quickly. But yeah, all right. So guys, we're going to do a quick 10-minute post-game pod, quick reaction to the game. I'm going to pull up the box score real quick, and me and Corey, I think, are both going to run to go grab a water, and then we'll basically just walk through, whatever we thought about the game. So stick around if you want to see that. If you're heading out, thanks for watching, but we'll be right back in like 30 seconds. The Great Wall of Tony, yes. Yes, Demo. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know if he's still here or not, or if he left, but thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for catching it on YouTube later. All right, I'm gonna get this the ESPN box score pulled up, and we'll get this done real quick. And then I'm gonna be doing the player grades. As I said, Isaac Okoro getting an A+ for sure. There he is, Isaac Okoro. Yeah, now you can tune into ESPN once they're forced to say something good about the Cavs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Pulling up the box score here, and then I'll be ready. I'll share it on screen, too. Here, give me 1 second, actually. Okay. Get the box score, share my screen.
The store is slander.
I will also be an Okoro truther forever. Okay, is it showing up on screen? Or wait, I'm going to have to remove the Cavs game first.
You might. Oh, it's loading.
Here we go. I think it's showing up now, right?
Yep.
All right, so the Cleveland Cavaliers, they beat the New York Knicks by 19 points. I think we're 3-0 against them this year. We'll have a chance to sweep them. And just pretty soon we play them again in just a couple games here. But as for game 3, oh yeah, I see it right there. We play them April 11th. But as for the third game against New York, it went about the way that I wanted it to. The first half wasn't great. They kind of got off to a slow start. Really, it was New York was just shooting the lights out. They were shooting like 75% from 3 in the first quarter. I think near 50 to 60% in the first half. And then from there, everything just kind of fell apart for them. They were playing Tyler Kolek. They were playing Landry Shamet. Like, the talent disparity just really pulled through in the Cavs' favor. The Cavs kind of woke up in the second half and just took it straight to them. Ended up being a blowout for really the final 12 minutes of the game. So, Corey, what was your first initial reaction heading into this game, considering the history between the Cavs and the Knicks, and then how it all unfolded?
I think for a while, I think outside of the Clippers game, we've kind of been looking for the Cavs to reclaim their momentum against a notable team. I think they've had some wins recently since their West Coast disaster, I'm calling it kindly. But like, you kind of wanted to see as this team heads into the postseason that they can pull out some wins in similar fashion to how we've seen them do for the majority of the season. And to me, the Knicks were one of the first teams and only teams really left on the calendar that kind of could fit that bill, even without Jalen Brunson in this game. Just because even though they aren't as deep of a team, their top level talent, their 1 through 5 normally is up there for one of the more talented teams and is more resemblant of what this team is going to face in the postseason. And to see them respond from a terrible first half and basically just blow the brakes off of the Knicks in the second half. They started off on a 7-0 run. Immediately, the Knicks just kind of realized there was a momentum swing, and the Cavs just vice gripped that game from that moment onward. And that's something that I think we've all been looking for since the West Coast trip, and it is positive momentum for a team that, as I discussed on the stream, just hasn't had it in past few seasons. This is not a win that this team would have had in the past few years. Notably, I think of that Clippers game last season where you kind of just you could just say it was a snapshot game, but it felt like that just encapsulated how the Cavs and the fans were feeling heading into the postseason. And this is the exact opposite in terms of tone and in terms of momentum.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. I mean, the Cavs, they've had their struggles here in March, and it's been a little bit of a lopsided stretch of games just in terms of the effort at times, but they definitely have not let go of the rope as they did last year or in years past. Again, the Clippers game where we blew like the 28-point lead last year rolling into the playoffs, that felt awful, but it was more than just that. Off the top of my head, I know that we blew a couple leads. It just felt like they could not get a win during that stretch. I don't know what their record was off the top of my head, but it felt really bad. And it's never felt that bad to me this year, which is obviously encouraging. And then even going into today or the last game against the Clippers this season where we beat them, I had been saying, all right, they took their eye off the ball. They're struggling a little bit here. I can excuse that throughout an 82-game season, right? Like, it's bound to happen. It's really, you look at the Thunder and they're still killing teams, and it's like, well, they're just having an historically great season. They're literally putting up the greatest net rating of all time, so that's an exception. Most teams throughout 82 games are going to have at least a 2-week stretch where they're not playing their best basketball, so I was more willing to give them a pass, again, especially because they hadn't fully let go of the rope. But with all that being said, I mentioned it before the previous game on Sunday, and I said it again today against the Knicks. This is now, we got 6-7 games left in the season. I want to see them put together some very competent stretches of basketball, right? I want to see them recommit to playing focused basketball on both ends, show me that edge, play sharp basketball. And today was a mixed bag because the first half wasn't all that great. But even in that first half, yeah, there was things that they needed to clean up, but New York was also just shooting the ball crazy. The Cavs were keeping up pace, but not at that 70% clip. And as the game went on, especially towards the end of the second quarter and then the entire second half, the intensity was way up. Guys were playing hard. Mitchell was up there playing defense, picking up at half court. Max Strus was out there bodying up. Mobley, Allen started to be more impactful on the glass. And then I got to say it, my man Okoro. What a game from Isaac Okoro. Kind of like the quintessential game that you want from him, or in that 7th, 8th man roll off the bench. Look, he didn't shoot the ball that well. 1 of 6 from 3. Okay, that's not great, but 6 rebounds, 2 of them offensive, and a couple more where he tapped the ball out or was fighting for it and even forced a jump ball at one point. He was super active on the glass. He was down there fighting for every rebound, which just makes a difference because the Cavs in this game, they win the rebounding battle 44-39. And if you look at this recent stretch in March and the last few games, they've been kind of struggling on the glass. But against the Clippers, most recently on Sunday, they win that rebounding battle. They hold Zubac for the most part. I wrote an entire story on Fear the Sword how Donovan Mitchell kind of led by example in that game with the career high, he had the career high in assist a couple games ago. He had 12 rebounds against the Clippers, which was one short of a career high, but he kind of led by example because a lot of times Mobley and Allen, I'm kind of getting sidetracked, but Mobley and Allen get bulk of the blame when it comes to the rebounding battle. But you look at it tonight, Mobley only 4 rebounds. Okay, Allen does his job with 8. But the reason why they win the rebounding battle is because Mitchell has 6, Strus has 5, Okoro picked up 6 off the bench, Sam Merrill was down there getting 4, Tomlin had 3 rebounds in 2 minutes. That's kind of crazy, but other guys are getting involved is the point. So the bigs get the bulk of the blame, but it's got to be a team effort. And so seeing Okoro embrace that's something that we've been wanting him to do. Like, man, if Okoro, yes, the 3-point shooting is an obvious thing that we want him to do, but if he can start impacting the game in other areas too, getting rebounds, 2 steals in this game, being an event defender, these are the little things you want to see from him. He ends up getting 11 points on 5 of 10 shooting because he's running the floor, making really good cuts to the hoop, and again, keeping the ball alive, getting extra possessions for the Cavs. Plus 13 off the bench. I don't think he single-handedly changed the momentum or anything like that, but he certainly played a role in the second half, getting the Cavs back on track and getting them to try harder on defense, right? Like when Okoro is crashing the glass and getting these steals, it energizes the team, and that's really true for everyone in the second half. But Okoro, to me, was a big standout and have to give him his flowers.
Yeah, I think a common thing I see online, if a certain player isn't meeting expectation, especially in the case of Okoro, where his development track is to improve his 3-point shooting, I think that's the tunnel vision people get, what shows signs of development as a player and what defines a complete player. But Okoro is someone that I would rather Okoro give performances like these than be a non-factor on all other facets of the game, but shoot 3 for 7 from 3 or 4 for 7 from 3 in a playoff series. I think if Okoro is able to kind of impact games like this, it actually also really helps with the attention required to guard him on the defensive end, because if Okoro's moving around and he's not stationary, it doesn't become a simple game of make or miss when opposing defenses are trying to game plan against him. It's trying to stay attached to him so he doesn't have backdoor cuts like we saw today against the Knicks. He was active off ball. Yes, the 3-point shot was not there. I mean, 1 for 6 isn't the worst Okoro 3-point stat line we've ever seen, but it's just something where you just want to see these types of plays. How many times throughout the Max Strus's tenure with the Cavs have we said Max Strus's shot isn't falling, but he's done other things to impact the game. He's been an active rebounder. He's really good with facilitating to the bigs as a secondary ball handler. Not saying Isaac Okoro needs to do that for the Cavs, but just kind of finding his spots to impact games will solidify him in a playoff rotation. And I'm someone who wants to see Isaac Okoro become an impact player in the postseason. I think we've each season come into this question. It's a common question every time of, is Isaac Okoro good enough to stay on the floor right now? And for the past few postseasons, that hasn't really been the case. So a performance like tonight is a good blueprint for this coaching staff and Isaac Okoro going forward to seeing if he can finally break through a rotation like that, especially if Kenny is talking about possibly playing 10 players in a playoff series.
Yeah. And like you said, as far as Okoro's viability in the playoffs, it's always come down to basically, well, is he hitting 3-pointers? Because he's going to stand in the corner, and it's literally just a make or miss league at that point. And don't get me wrong, he's going to have to hit threes in the playoffs this year as well. That's not going to be something that you can completely overlook. It's going to be a huge X factor, but the fact that it's not totally reduced to just, is he hitting 3-pointers or not? Now, I'm not saying we're completely at that point. He's got to prove that he can be someone who attacks the glass and gets steals and generates turnovers. He's got to keep doing that. It's just one game, but on the season, I've been saying this for a while, and it's not listen, the bar isn't super high or anything. I'm not raving about him being an all-star or anything like that, but I do think this is the most complete version of Okoro that we've seen. I think he looks like an active member of the offense. They're using him as a screener a lot this week, and he's, whatever the stat was, he's the 3rd ranked in screening efficiency or whatever. I know those tracking stats can be a bit weird, but he's showing up in them, right? And I don't think he showed up in them in years prior. The fact that he's not just standing in the corner. He's actually bringing the ball up the floor. He's passing it. He's being used in the short roll. Like, he's doing other things. He doesn't always do them all that well. He's definitely not doing any of them at an elite level, but he's doing them. And he's like the 8th guy in your rotation. And so those are just good things that he's able to hang his hat on, even on a night where he goes 1 of 6. And we're like, man, Okoro was so good. Can't imagine you have many games like that in previous seasons where you're like, well, Okoro went 1 of 6, but he actually was pretty good. No, it's like if Okoro starts a game 1 of 4 even, he's usually out the rotation for the rest of the night. So the fact that he was out there for 23 minutes despite that poor shooting, and he was such an impactful player. I want to go ahead and pivot real quick to someone else because we're going to keep this short. We try to keep the post-game pod short. We've already talked about Okoro for like 10 minutes. So we got to talk about at least one other Cavalier. Who else can we talk about? Donovan Mitchell, I think, was probably the second best player. Him and Jarrett Allen are the other 2 guys who stood out to me tonight. DeAndre Hunter was good off the bench too. Give him a quick shout out. 16 points. Shot the ball pretty well. The 3-point shooting 2 of 5, but really just getting into the middle of the defense and converting these mid-range jumpers and floaters. I joked on the playback stream. He's kind of the anti-Karis LeVert right now. I don't know what the percentages are, but he's making like everything from the middle of the floor, which is great. Aura in the chat says, how about that Jarrett Allen block on Cat? I mean, dude, Jarrett Allen has been a beast he had that one game. I'm blanking which one it was. He had one game where he kind of got punked. I can't think of which one it was, but against the Spurs, he was dominant. There was a game in between where he got punked against the Pistons. He didn't play good against the Pistons, but against the Spurs, he went crazy. Against the Clippers, he went crazy. And then tonight, 21 points, 8 rebounds. He goes 10 of 11 from the floor. This has been a pretty good stretch from Jarrett Allen. So I think he's been playing really good. And then, of course, like I said, Donovan Mitchell, 27 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks for Donovan Mitchell. He really came alive in the second half, especially. You could see him energizing the crowd, getting hype, getting them into it. He is still the team's leader at the end of the day. And I think throughout this season, we have seen that. The Boston game comes to mind where it's like when the chips are down, Donovan Mitchell is going to be the guy who picks this team up. So seeing him do that again against this depleted New York Knicks team, it's good to see, right? Like the Cavs kind of come out with no energy in the first half. Mitchell starts to electrify them. Okoro chips in, Hunter chips in, Allen has his moments. Mobley even had a few moments. Darius started to get going down the stretch. It's just been a team effort all year long. And I think we saw that happen all over again tonight.
Yeah, to close out the Donovan Mitchell thoughts, I feel like you emphasize the team part, and I think that's something that I need to see in this closing stretch, because I think the worst version of what could happen in this last stretch is the Cavs offense starts to stagnate, and then Mitchell continues to be at the level he's at right now, which then reverts this offense back to a version of what we saw last year, where it's like, oh, Donovan, please help us. Donovan, please score 40 points because we can't be in this game without you going nuclear in every series, which is just not tenable for this roster. It's not tenable for a team that's built around a guard other than Steph Curry, essentially. It's just something where you can't really... It's so easy to blueprint. You'll just double Donovan, and then everyone else who's been in a rut is now expected to dig themselves out of it. So a game like this, yes, Donovan had a good game, but it's also good that, like you said, each player kind of had their moments too. Even role players had their moments. That's just something that once again adds to that positive momentum this team is enduring. And it's something that going forward, I think we have a few games against the Pacers left too, so that's something to keep an eye out for. Those are kind of like the last push for me in terms of what I'm looking for, to see games where the Cavs kind of step up. If they kind of just put ho-hum efforts out against basement dwellers, I'm not really going to get in a fit here, as we're seeing in the chat that Boston just lost against Miami. So it's a 2-game difference or required wins to get the 1 seed. So at that point, like, I don't really care like what their end of season record is. I care about getting the 1 seed. So if they kind of coast in those games going forward, I'm not going to be like, it's over.
Yeah. They basically have the 1 seed all but locked up. I know technically, mathematically, all that, it's not completely theirs, but they're going to clinch it sometime soon. And then from there, like the record, it's not all that important, but I do want to see them play some sharp basketball, especially in those 2 Pacers games and again against the Knicks. speaking of the 1 seed and all this, we're definitely going to have to record a podcast soon, just kind of breaking down the different ways that the playoffs could end up for the Cavs, the different teams that they might have to play, opponents, ranking, all that. I think that'll be fun. But I will say, just to conclude this segment here against the Knicks, I'm not worried about New York. And I know I said that back in 2023 and it completely got thrown back in my face, but I feel way more confident about it this time. Because back then I was like, yeah, it could go 5, could go 6, 7. Like it could go a lot of different ways. There's only one way this series goes if both teams are healthy this year. And really, it's just not going to go at all because New York is not getting to the conference finals. I can tell you that much. They might not even get out of the first round. They could, depends on who they draw. They're not beating Boston in the second round. We saw it tonight. We've seen it every single time they played the Knicks this year. The Cavs are just putting Karl-Anthony Towns in a torture chamber. He is struggling to defend every single time in the drop. They go at him every time. They have no answer for Evan Mobley. He only had 13 points, but all of his most effective plays were when he was matched up one-on-one with Karl-Anthony Towns. I'm not worried about the Knicks. We're going to have to look at, who they could play in the first round and whether they play the Pacers, Pistons, or Bucks in the second round. But as far as the New York Knicks, they're basically dead to me. We see him one more time this year. And I think that's the last time we're going to see him this season.
Yeah, I weirdly feel most confident in the Knicks playing against the Pacers just because of that offense-on-offense matchup. Everything else, though, their teams are way too physical, I think, for what a Karl-Anthony Towns-led defense could be. Not that Karl-Anthony Towns is the identity of their defense, but just physical teams are going to be a really tough time for Cat. And we're probably going to hear, oh, my God, at least 50 times in that series. Get the hot mic.
He fouled out of the last matchup with us, I'm pretty sure, and he had 5 tonight. So he almost played himself off the floor tonight. And look, we've talked about the Knicks Cavs so often. I'm glad that it's really not even a discussion anymore because I said it at the start. I know the Knicks were injured tonight, so you can't take too much from this single game and all that. And you got to prove it in the playoffs. I get it. I hear you. But the Cavs have proven all season that they're just they have moved out of this tier. They're in a brand new tier. They're with the Celtics and the Thunder and whoever else you consider contenders. They're no longer in that outside looking in group where the Knicks are. And so I feel good about it. And you know what? That's going to do it for this episode of the Junkyard Pod. I want to thank everyone who's watching on YouTube. Massive shout out to everyone on playback and on the YouTube feed who watched the game live with us. If you ever want to do that, follow Fear the Sword on playback.tv or subscribe on YouTube. You can watch the games live along with us. We'll be doing that all throughout the playoffs, so I can't wait. Make sure you check out Fear the Sword so you can see all the good stuff that we're doing over there on the blog. And with all that being said, go Cavs. All right. Good stuff, guys. I'm going to go write the grades, and then we'll be back. I think Friday, me and Jackson are doing the game, and then the next game, me and Corey are doing it. So we'll be back soon, guys. Everyone enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you next time.